Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you're doing well. Hey Obodo fam. Good evening. Okay, my audio is good. Let's check in that my audio is good. Hi. Good afternoon. Welcome. How's everyone doing? Thank God it's Friday. Hey Adana. Heziba, how are you? Welcome, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not yet done so. I feel kind of sad tonight. I feel a little bit overwhelmed. Excuse me. I feel a bit overwhelmed. Maybe because I know the person that is involved in this. Not overwhelmed in terms of the issues, but sometimes you just look at things and you don't have a solution. You wish you have a solution, but you don't have a solution, and it's heartbreaking. Yeah, it's painful, very painful when you don't have solutions to something you desperately. It's like desperately wanting to save something. So I I wish I had the power. Yeah, sometimes I wish I had superpowers to be able to do some things. Maybe you know how in all these fairy tale movies, you have a wand that you just use it and you can just make things disappear or appear, things a certain way to control something that is beyond your normal human powers. But life doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Please give us a thumbs up. Thank you so much, everybody. I want to particularly thank everybody that have gotten my book. Thank you so much. Imported Wives. Incidentally, we are here to talk about Imported Wives again tonight. Yeah. Super chat link. I should drop the super chat link. Tonya, the super chat link doesn't need to be dropped. It's just there. If you just click on the YouTube, you see that $sign. That's super chat. Yeah. That's the super chat link. Thank you so much, everybody. Yeah, so I have so many wishes tonight, and my spirit is really down because this person is someone that is close to my heart, someone that I love, and I wish I can help them. A lot of people on this platform, especially men, not all men, but some men think that Obodoyibo TV is out to break marriages. That is what we do here. But they are wrong. They misunderstand our mission. I know there are many men that understand, but some men don't understand. So I forgive them because they don't understand. They say when we know better, we'll do better. My number one aim on this platform is to ensure that we have a healthy balance, healthy relationship, healthy marriages. And the story I'm about to share with you guys tonight is one of those stories that I really, and that's why I'm telling you that you are okay. I'm not okay. Because it's not fair. It's really unfair. Unfortunately, human nature is such that what can you do? You only have control over what you can do. You cannot control another person. You can't. You can't control another person. We're all adults. We get into this marriage. Thank you so much, Man of Prestige. I'm so glad that you're here. I'm just going to drop the link very quickly because I need you guys. I sent you a message. I sent Uncle Beno a message, and Uncle Ernest that we've not seen for a long time. He's still here. He just doesn't, because of his busy schedule, doesn't have the time to join us. And I really wish he can join us tonight because maybe when he's coming from a man, it will make a difference. But I doubt. I really doubt. So I'm just going to cut to the chase because I don't want it to be something that is long. It's not a long thing. You saw the title already. My husband doesn't want to work. He refuses to work. He said, nobody can make me work. That is the summary. Now, let me break it down for you guys a little bit more. This couple came to the abroad about 21 years ago, right? Thank you, Uncle Beno. How are you? Welcome. Lovely to see you guys. Thank you so much, my brother. The Lord will help us tonight. We know that abroad marriages, I don't think some people understand how the abroad works. You know how when we are in Nigeria and we are just looking for a way out, we're trying to survive. We come here, some people come here, they're in survival mode already. Uncle Patrick, God bless you. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Abby. I see you all. Thank you, everybody. And they are not prepared for what it takes to succeed here. Because this matter is something I've been thinking about. If it was not somebody that I know, I would say, okay, how is it possible? 21 years in the abroad. And out of that 21 years, one person has been carrying the load 100% for 16 years. Because one person in that union is saying, nobody can make me work. I don't want to work. You know how some people come here with that mentality of saying, I want to be a business person. I want to do business. You know, there are some brothers like that. The prayer I pray for my brothers every day, and that includes you, brothers that are listening to this, all of you, is that God will honor the work of your hands. He will give you wisdom. He will give you insight. He will give you ideas that you can multiply and use to start businesses. If you are a career person, that God will promote you, He will give you wisdom to be able to do your job in a way that you will have accelerated progress, so that you can take your role in your family, especially those of you that are married and those of you that are not married yet. Because you know, as Africans, Nigerians especially, we talk about respect. We are raised to respect our husbands. But tell me how somebody who has single-handedly be paying 100% of bills. When I mean bills, I mean house rent, all the utilities, food, and they have how many children? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Upkeep of the house, car insurance, mobile phone, Wi-Fi, name it. It takes a special grace, because me that I'm sitting here, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can. I tell people all the time that this thing called relationship or marriage is about value. How can you claim to love somebody and you will be watching them like this, drowning from one job to the other, doing one thing to the other to be able to keep the family? And some of you Yoruba women, I say it on this platform all the time, I think God has just given you people special grace. Not all, though, because I know some that they don't take that nonsense. But a lot of you that were raised in traditional settings where your parents, really put in you some value. The way I see some Yoruba women, the way they honor their husbands, you will be learning work where they are. I've not seen Nigerian culture that really women reverence their husbands like the Yoruba culture. I stand to be corrected, though. Especially those that were raised in very traditional setting, they really honor their husbands. So if your parents raised you right to honor men, because we are taught that respect is the first thing that a man needs, does it mean that he should take advantage of that? Is that what it means? Just because you are raised right? Because this is how it's supposed to be. It's just unfortunate that some people take advantage of that submission, that meekness, that humility, that respect that they bring into the marriage. And some men take advantage of that to use it to, abuse the woman. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about now. Oluyemi, you know what I mean. Adeori mi, Oko Ladeori, Oko ni, all these accolades, which is good. It's really good. I don't have a problem with it. Mm? Honestly, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it, but what do you then do? Yeah, Inkus Pepe, how are you, darling? Thank you. What do you then do when you've done everything you know how to do? Because this lady, I said to her, I say, the grace, I don't know how somebody is able to have so much grace to be able to give enough leeway like this. They came here together, right? It's not like I brought you. They both of them were married in Nigeria and came here as husband and wife. They were already married and came here. Oh, Eunice, it's like you already know she's a nurse. Yeah. Yeah, Eunice said very common in many houses, especially if you are a nurse practitioner. Unfortunately, in the UK, nurses don't earn as much as you guys do in the US and even in Canada. That's the difference. At least you guys earn very big money compared to what they earn here. What nurses earn there is almost like what the junior doctors earn. The NHS, we have a system of healthcare that is not private like in America. There's private healthcare, which is the one you use if you have money, you can buy insurance to assess that. But generally, what we use all over the UK is called the National Health Service. It is a government service. And so we pay a contribution towards it. They take it from your salaries when you are working. And those who, whether you are working or not, everybody has access. So they don't charge you. It's different from what you have in America. Here, everybody has access and you don't pay. When you know how you have health, you guys have your health insurance that you need to take to hospital. We don't have anything like that. You just pay a contribution if you are working. They take it from your salary at source, right? So it is not a business. Healthcare is not a business here like that. They have private hospitals, but it's not a big business like America where they make money from it and they can afford to pay doctors and nurses big money. Do you get what I'm saying? I'm trying to paint the picture so that you will understand that the average nurse here does not earn that much like you guys because they work for the NHS. And the NHS is a government. You know, government will never pay like private. So they came here together and thank you very much, guys, for the love. Thank you. And even with children, obviously the first few years you will struggle to regularize yourself, to get your papers and everything. They had all that going on for a number of years before they stabilized themselves. You remember I said 21 years they've been here. After they got their papers, of which she was the one that even got the papers first, included him as her husband, as the dutiful wife that she is. There's nothing wrong in it. You are a family. Whether it's him that got first back in the day, whatever means, you need to regularize yourself. That's your priority when you come abroad. Anybody that's been here for a long time, even when you come now, you know. Eunice, you know about it. She said, lots of my friends are suffering and the husbands and the wife driving big cars, no support with the bills, showing off at parties under the expense of a wife. We tolerate it. So I want to add that this is not only tolerated, it's almost like you enable it. You know, enabling. And I've had a conversation with this sister and I've told her all the places where she got it wrong. She was trying to be a supportive wife. And this is what I was saying to the message I sent to Dr. What's his name? Pastor Kingsley that was talking about how Bible say, Bible did not say. Incidentally, I woke up this morning and the Holy Spirit was telling me something very early in the morning, that there was something I forgot to add in that video. Actually, I was going to do a video, a follow-up. I might still do it. And the Holy Spirit was telling me that I should have added that in these biblical times that PK was referring to, Pastor Kingsley was referring to, they didn't have iPhone then, they didn't have cars, they didn't have insurance. They lived a communion life whereby they didn't have all these expenses that we have in the 21st century. Life now, as we have it today, is completely different from biblical times. You cannot compare them. People used to travel in cart and horses back in the day. Now we have cars. So let me continue. I'll try and put my thoughts together because it's a lot, right? They came here together. After a few years, struggled to get their papers, and yeah. And then she decided that, you know what, I'm going to get myself to school. And if you come from Nigeria, you want to go to university here, you first of all go to college. Our college here is different from your college. In America, college means uni. Here, college is like equivalent to A levels. It's something you need to go and do a year or two to get the qualification to go to uni. It's different. I'm trying to put it in perspective so those of you who don't live in the UK can understand the process. It's different. So she even with children, she already had children. Like I said, they came with 2 children, yeah. And she already, at that time, she said she already had like 3 children. She went back, went to college, did 2 years, went to university to go and study nursing. And I said, so what did he do? What was he doing in this time? Because I'm struggling to understand how, because I know as human beings, we all have goals. We have things we want to achieve. So I don't know, even if you are not married, this is not a question of whether you are married or not, you're in a relationship or not. As an individual, there are things you want to achieve. You set goals for yourself. But okay, I want to, whether here or in Nigeria, there's no human being that doesn't have goals. Abi, are there human beings that don't have goals? Maybe I'm getting this thing wrong. You guys, are there people that don't have goals? Have you met anybody like that doesn't have any aspiration? They don't have any plan. Maybe there are. Me, I'm just assuming that everybody have goals. Yeah, so she's an Obodo fan. So ladies, please, let's be. I know you guys will get upset with what I'm going to tell you tonight about this, but please give her some grace. Try not to go in too much. I know she's ennobled the behavior. Yeah, I already told her, but I would really want you guys to show kindness in the comment section tonight, please, because she's listening. Thank you very much. Be kind, please, because until you find yourself in this situation, yeah, you may never understand. Some of us have grace. One of my friends said it one time. She said that she has grace to tolerate a lot of BS. You know, I had to go and sit down and think about it. What does she mean? She says she can take a lot of nonsense. And she was saying it about herself. And I'm like, wow. Yeah, so please be kind. Let us show some empathy tonight. Thank you so much, Abby. I appreciate that. Is that Uncle Beno's Abby? I'm seeing you here for the very first time. Uncle Beno's Abby. I'm coming to you people now, so you are coming to me, right? Okay. Thank you, my dear. Uzo, how are you? Welcome. Please give us a thumbs up if you have not liked. This story makes me really sad. It breaks my heart because it seems like this is going to be another statistics of abroad marriage that don't work. When we say abroad marriage don't work, these are the issues. People don't take their time to look at why. Why are women filing for divorce? This tonight's show is about one of those reasons. Why? This is the why. I'm telling you why. She took herself, went to uni, went to do nursing, graduated. Okay, Abby, you used to be here. Oh, I'm sorry, my darling. Yeah, sometimes we have a lot of people, and if you are not very consistent, I will not remember. I'm sorry about that. I'm happy to see you. So, finish uni, start working. And then when she became a nurse, she did not only stay in the nursing, she was still having one or two side hustles. I said, so what was he doing all this while? He's not doing anything. I said, no, 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 it's not possible. Tell me that he tried some things and didn't work. Oh, okay, so this is the cross of the matter. This uncle is saying that he's not built for work. Like he's built to do business. You know how some brothers will say, okay, I can't be on a salary. I don't want to be answering to anybody. I'm built for business. I don't have a problem. We want to encourage people to go into businesses. However, this thing, now step by step, there's a plan. You can't just wake up and say, oh, I want to do business. Okay, what's your plan? What's the business plan? Do you have capital? Do you have credit? In this part of the world, you can't just wake up to a bank. It's not like Nigeria that you say, okay, and somebody will come and sign a shorty for me. My uncle will come and sign shorty for me. They will check your credit history. Do you have good credit? They will ask you questions. Are you a homeowner? Have you ever wondered why they always ask that question? If you're a homeowner, you think all these people that borrow money, the banks and all these lenders, they don't have sense. My daughter Esther is into property. She does property law. And if she tells you what goes on there, you will be shocked. They will check because it's a risk to lend money. And before they lend money, they want to know that they are managing the risk in a way that they can get their money back in case you default. And if you are from our ethnic background, you know that it's even harder. Because of, again, a lot of our people have gone to borrow money from banks. Some have taken credit cards and they run off, withdraw the cash from it and run off to Nigeria, and they will not pay back. So all this comes back to hurt us. Oh, I want to do business. I want to do business. Okay, what business? Every day, the plan of the business is changing. When he sees this one is doing this business, this is what he wants to do now. He sees this one doing this business, this is what to do now. Different certification, he will go and do different certification. Different courses. People are doing IT. Okay, it's IT he wants to go and do now. He will go and do the IT. But he will never use it to look for money. And she kept holding on, saying, okay, let me give him grace. She will pay rent. She will pay council tax. She will feed the children. She paid to the point that she was paying car insurance and mobile phone. I asked, how is it that you are paying his mobile phone? What you guys call cell phone in the US? She said that you know how when you have a mobile phone here, a contract, the provider will be asking you to add, if you have any household member you want to add to it, so that they will give you a good plan. Bumi, Otigete, thank you, my dear. And then she added him, and then he will not contribute, he will pay it. He tried security. He said, no, his leg is paining him. He cannot do security. Leg is paining him, cannot do security. After getting the badge, she even had to pay money because you have to, when you train, you have to pay to get the badge to be a certified. You know, this is not Nigeria where you can just wake up and say, okay, I'm qualified. You need to train. Even security job here, you need to train and you need to get the badge. She paid towards that badge. Uncle did not do the job. Oh. He said he cannot stand. Leg is paining him. Uber, uncle. He tried Uber. I said, people are doing Uber successfully here now. Me, I know people that have done Uber. I have a neighbor here, one uncle that lives behind us here. This man has used Uber money to do things in Nigeria. He owns a house here and he has houses. He does that Uber diligently and he works at night. For years, he's been doing it. He has businesses in Nigeria from Uber. I know people that thought if Uber shori, how come his own? Then she now told me that when he started the Uber, he went and started renting car. And the car that he was renting, you need to pay rent. When you're renting a car, you need to pay rent for the car weekly. And by the time you remove the rent money, you will still have money, but it's not going to be a lot because that's eating into your profit because you now pay, you pay for petrol. Do you understand? And even to drive the Uber, you need to get, they have a badge. You need to get the license. You need to be certified to drive. And then when he's renting the car and you're paying so and so amount of money, let's say you are paying 250 a week for rent of the car. This uncle will wake up in the morning. When people are waking up very, very early in the morning, like people that do Uber sometimes will wake up at 6, 5 so that they can catch the people that are going to airports. Do you understand? Most people that travel in the morning so that they can do 1 or 2 airport runs so that they have the serious ones usually have a target that they are meeting daily. But he will not go out until maybe around 9 o'clock. That's when uncle will wake up to say he's going to work. And he will do 2 hours and come back home. He can't do Uber again. No, he cannot do Uber. After a while, I said, no, this one is not for me. He still didn't succeed in doing Uber. So, and as I asked him, because I needed to know, because it's not, as I said, I don't know any human being that you be an adult. You came from Nigeria, knowing Bile Sheri, that you will not have goals, that you not have dreams, the things you want to achieve, even if you don't want to do it for your family, your immediate family. What about the responsibilities back home? We're always talking about black tax. I said, what does it do when you leave home? She said, he will sleep. He will eat and sleep. Watch TV small and sleep. I said, is it depressed? Because I'm asking this question too, because I'm trying to get to the root of it to see if maybe there's some issues that we don't understand. Sometimes people are not well, like they have some mental health challenges. Is it depressed? Does he have some mental health problems? She said no. What about physical health? Does he have any diagnosis? No. I don't understand. So when the children come and ask him, give me money, what will he say? He will say, go and meet your mom. No joke. And for 16 years, she's done it. And now she's saying, I am tired. What business was he trying to build? That's a really good question. What business was he trying to build? So she told me that there's no kind of business he's not tried. It's like when he sees a friend who has a business idea, he will jump into that one and say, okay, this is the one I'm doing now. He will do it halfway and stop again and say, oh, I'm not doing that one again. This is the one I want to do now. It's like he doesn't have an original plan for himself. No original plan. So if now the burden is so much, because I said for 16 years, and then I told her, I said, I'm trying to be empathetic, but you've tolerated this. You're paying his bills, you're paying the children's one, you're doing everything, you're really shouldering all this responsibility because you think you can, but now you are tired. But because you've done it, he's been comfortable for years, not pulling the weight. It's like you are married, but the person that you're married to is like a child. So you now add that person to your child. It's like, okay, instead of 5 children, you have 6 children. Or if you had 4 children, this is the 5th child. But how do you explain this? Brothers, please, I need you guys tonight. How do you explain this? Is this marriage? Can you salvage this marriage? Is it possible? Is there something? Maybe there are some questions that I'm not asking. Can you save this marriage? And somebody said, what for? What are you saving it for? Because she doesn't want to be, nobody wants to be a statistics. That's the truth. This is not even about what people will say, because I think you get to a point where you don't really care what people will say. This is about you feeling like you are drowning, but you are still hoping that maybe, perhaps, everybody has talked, pastor has cancelled, elders have spoken. The one that shocked me the most, that he said to one of the people that came to cancel them, that nobody can force me to walk. Nobody can force me to walk. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. Nobody can force me to walk. How do you? Okay, I mean, is there something I'm missing? Guys, I need help here. Hmm? Adana, what question are you asking? Hmm? I see you asked a question there. Yeah, let me see the question you asked. You're asking about a tribe. Give us a thumbs up, guys. So when this becomes another statistics of abroad marriage that didn't work now, you will go to Daddy Freeze and say that my wife became a nurse. She became a nurse and left me. He's already accusing her of cheating. He's not an Igbo man, no. He's a Yoruba man. Yoruba. And I say that the kind of grace that some Yoruba women have, me, really, I've never seen. I don't know how you guys have this kind of grace. But as much as you want to be supportive, you need to be careful not to be an encourager, not to encourage this kind of behavior, because you permitted it for 16 years. What are you going to do now? Yeah, they're Yoruba people. I mean, do you have anything? Is it possible to save this marriage? He's still not working as we speak. Oh, he's still not working. Putting him out, saying, leave the house. I can't do this anymore. I can't take care of the children and take care of you. I am tired. What do you have to say? I mean, Janet, you are in the studio. Please unmute yourself. Oh, Janet has come off. My link is in the comment section, guys. I need you guys to say something, because I don't have the words. It really, really makes me sad. Man of Prestige, welcome, Ola. You're here. Oh, let me quickly take Uncle Ernest. Hello, Uncle Ernest. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Hey, Auntie B.
How are you, sir? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's nice connecting back to you.
So happy to see you. How is the family, sir? How is your job, your new job? I know it's keeping you busy. It's keeping you from us.
Yeah, it's keeping me busy. Yeah, it's nice. We thank God for His mercies and His grace.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Uh quite an interesting topic. Like I said, it's something I can easily relate to. Because I remember the years ago while we were still back in Nigeria. My wife used to have a friend that had something, a very similar scenario of where the father one actually said he's a man of God, uh,
Mm-hmm.
and God actually told him that he shouldn't work.
Uh-huh.
So, and here was this woman taking on the whole burden of the family. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
she was literally paying every bill you can think of, rental, upkeep, children's fees. She was paying everything. Even though she was paying it, just like what you're also saying now, the woman was complaining to her colleagues that this is what she's going through.
Mm-hmm.
And I can tell you up to today, that marriage is still on. And the man has not shifted grounds. So when I hear this woman complaining after 16 years, and the man is beginning to see changes, you're going to have issues like gaslighting happening, which is what is going on now. Because she's done it for so many years. And this is what my wife keeps saying, that what you can accept in year one of your marriage, don't accept it at day one.
Absolutely.
And that is for folks, if you are planning to get married, for those who are also married, make sure you don't take things for some period, and after you start complaining, then men can begin to take issues with you. 'Cause I once heard a close friend of ours back in Nigeria, they are still married today, where the husband actually asked the wife that, what has changed about me? This is me.
Mm-hmm.
So why are you complaining now?
Yeah.
And that resonated so well. And we see all this happen either from the man's side or from the woman's side.
Yeah.
Something you've been taking for years, suddenly you say, I can't take it again.
Yeah.
So I tend to prefer Gloria's stand, that she tells you from day one, I won't take this.
Mm-hmm.
So you may think the woman is stubborn, you may think she's pushing back, but you get used to it from day one, so that we all know where we stand. So that's the challenge she's having right now, because she's done it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
She's beginning to have pushback, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so that's what's happening to her, and nobody can take her out of this except she's actually tired and she wants a shift. And it's quite interesting to see that she even has grown-up kids who can step in for her now. Even her kids can't even do much. The same way we're advising her, the way the kids are going to tell her to, mom, if you're really tired, then you need to do the needful.
Yeah.
So she must tell herself, if she's actually tired, then she's got to make a move. The change
Mm-hmm.
may not come from the man. The man is not going to change because she's done it
Yeah.
for 16 solid years.
Yeah.
So that would be my take for her, is that if she genuinely says she's tired, then she needs to make a move on what does she want to do. Yeah.
Uncle Ernest, please, I'm sorry. I need to ask you this because I know we are different as human beings. Is it possible for a man not to have goals? Because I'm asking, I say, what business does he want to do? He say he will go and do IT certification, all the
Mhm,
cybersecurity training. He doesn't
mhm.
have a problem with doing training, different kinds of training, but he will never use it to look for work. Now he wants to go and do charity work in Nigeria.
Yeah, the question is because somebody is standing the gap. Uh, every human being has a break point. Uh, I keep saying we all change at one point in our life. It just the question is, where do those changes happen and at what point?
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody is taking the blow for him. Somebody
Mm-hmm.
is paying the base. He has a roof over his head. Somebody is paying the base for him.
Yeah.
Then it's very easy. If he steps out in the sun and the rain or the winter or the cold or the heat is hitting him, then he will get his head re-examined. So those are very easy way. He is in his comfort zone, and most times when people are in their comfort zone, they don't have that shift. So it's very easy to keep being on this his comfort zone because he has a roof over his head. Somebody is paying the bills. I will hear it, somebody is paying his telephone bill. So
Yeah.
it's not going to be pushful. Some people are like that. They need to
Yeah.
have that shock that jolt them back to line. So the buck rests on the woman's table. If she's actually tired, then she needs to push the man. Some human beings needs to be pushed for them to do the right thing. Some people are self-starters, some are not self-starters.
Mm-hmm.
Some people needs to face the rock before they can allow things to happen. So that's what's happening. What he's doing, I can tell you, like I told you, is not peculiar to this man.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of men who do this. Whereas there are also men who also tells you that it's their joy to take on their responsibility.
Right.
Because the question is she really married now? If they are saying those who are married should be counted, is she really married?
No, she's a single mother in a
Yeah,
marriage.
that's what she is right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
because marriage means responsibility, you know,
Mm.
like our president will say, responsibility, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So is she actually married? Because married is not just a certificate, it's not just the name, it's about being responsible. And is the husband stepping into the plate? The answer is absolutely no. So she can't be saying she's scared of being single when she's actually already living that single life.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
so it's just a concept in our head. So what I can tell you that she's not actually tired, Auntie B. If she's tired, she'll make a move.
Hmm. Hmm. Oh dear. So I hear stories of all some brothers in the that say, okay, oh, she's telling me that he wants to do car business. He wants to be shipping car. That's a very common one. I want to ship cars to Nigeria. Does it not take capital to buy cars and ship to Nigeria? How many people have succeeded in shipping cars to Nigeria as their only income, as their only business that they do, and made money from it, and money that is able to sustain their household and sustain their life? I
It- It's,
mean,
it's not. Every man. What makes you a man? I listen to Dr. Charles Apoki a lot. He's my very good friend, and one of the things he said about a couple of weeks ago, I was listening to him. Apoki said that the best thing you can have in your life is your ability to reinvent yourself as a man.
hmm,
So at every stage in life, you must have ability to reinvent yourself. If you are into car importation and it's not working well, then you must be able to change to another level. So that can't be excuses. You can't keep giving excuses. You can't keep believing that there's one windfall that is coming someday. That's not going to work. So the ability to reinvent yourself at every phase of your life is what counts for you to be a man. I don't know how a man can be comfortable at home and you are not making contributions. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't.
hmm. So, what would you advise her now, finally, Uncle Ernest? Because we hold you in very high esteem on this platform, and your voice is therapeutic to us. When you speak, we listen because you've been there, you've done that, and you are wearing the t-shirt. We've all seen it. What would
Uh,
you tell her if she was your sister?
um, my final word for her, if she was my sister, is to tell her to ask her some basic questions. First will be that no one can take her off these shoes she's wearing right now. It's going to be a personal decision.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, she needs to reevaluate what she has been doing in the last 16 years. Uh, is the day you wake up, that's your morning. Uh,
Absolutely.
so first and foremost, she must get out of the position of a blame game.
Mm-hmm.
She shouldn't blame herself for the last 16 years she's done this.
Mm-hmm.
She should consider day one as her 17th year. She was to live today.
Hmm.
So she must leave the blame game and she must do a reassessment of where is she today and be able to tell herself the truth, which
Hmm.
is, am I actually married? And
Hmm.
if I am married, what is the responsibility of two people who have agreed to come together as married couple? Is my husband playing that role as my husband? Once she begin to ask these questions, the answers will be very obvious to her and she can begin to make that next move. It's not going to make her a bad person. It's not going to, what she could just need to just be not really divorcing the man, but just some time for herself.
Yes, yes, yes,
Start with that little step of separation to say,
yes.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, can you give me some time for us to work out these issues? That could just maybe be the litmus test that the man requires.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the man may not absolutely be somebody that is a bad person, if I may use that
No,
word.
no,
Uh,
no.
yeah, he
I don't think
just,
he's a bad person, Uncle,
yes,
because
he just laid
the
back.
yeah, he's not laid back, he's lazy. There's a difference.
Okay, so
He's lazy.
absolutely,
Yeah.
and there are 1,001 folks like this living in the whole wide world. So the question is, he needs something to jot him back to line, and she will be helping this man in the future if she can do the right things. What she is doing now is she's not even helping even the
She's
man.
enabling him. Yeah.
She's enabling him. So that would be my candid advice for her. Leave the blame game, leave the last 16 years you have done. Ask yourself the basic questions. Is he pulling his weight? Am I really married? So once she asks those basic questions and the answers will be very obvious to her, then she needs to take that step. And I can tell you, both of them will come out of it better off.
Okay. Thank you so much, Uncle. I know you are busy, and I reached out to you, and thank you. The Lord will honor you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I do
Thank you, Auntie
appreciate
B.
you. My
Thank you,
love
Auntie
to
B.
Auntie Gloria. God bless you.
I will. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you so much. Uncle Ernest, I've missed you so much. Oh, Canada. Canada is keeping Uncle Ernest. Hey, you guys, if you don't give it up for Uncle Ernest. Uncle Ernest, now man you be. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah. I like what he said about how sometimes, yeah, Ola always says something that some people need to hit the rock bottom. Àbí báwo náà ṣe ń sọ òyìnbó yẹn? Rock bottom. Ṣé rock
Yeah,
bottom
some
ni?
people need to hit rock bottom.
Ṣé bottom ni àbí bottom?
Yeah, rock bottom. Rock
Rock
bottom.
bottom.
Rock
Hey,
bottom.
they need to hit the rock bottom. I think that's what I'm hearing from what Uncle Ernest is saying now. He needs to hit rock bottom. Maybe that one will wake him up to see. Because I took my time to interview this lady. And I was like, okay, you are waking up in the morning. You are going. You finish your nursing work. You go and do another thing. You go and do another. What is he doing? He said he will sleep. Yoruba
That's
women.
good.
Yoruba women, una get patience.
Yeah, hold on. Not all Yoruba women. I'm a Yoruba woman, and
Now
I'm
you are
not that patient.
no, your accent alone gives you away. Now you are not that Yoruba woman. I'm talking about the Yoruba women from Yoruba land that are cultured in that.
Auntie B, can you hear me? Just making sure my mic is
I'm
working.
cultured.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, all right.
Hey, I got some culture. I just think that the lady needs to forget to pay a few bills. She doesn't need to divorce him.
Oh no, no,
That
no, 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 Janet. She did forget to pay a few bills, and they took
no,
them to
I'm
court
saying she
for
should.
rent arrears. She did.
I said
She
she
didn't
did.
pay the rent. Yes, I can't tell you the whole story
Exactly.
because it's too long. She
It's
didn't
too
pay the
long.
rent. The landlord
Mhm.
took them to court, and she was the one that still went to court to go and defend why they couldn't pay the rent. He didn't pay.
It didn't work. Okay, I'll fine. I think then I think it's time for her to just separate, just leave him. Like literally, just pack her bags one day, plan her exit very well, down to the minute. She needs to plan her exit down to the minute, and it should take him by surprise. He should come back home to an empty house. That's it. That's the only thing. That's the only thing is like you said, he's got to hit rock bottom. It's because she's always been there. That's why um that's why he's taking advantage of her. Because like he said, I'm Yoruba, yeah. My mum's Yoruba, my dad was Yoruba before he passed. And there was a time when my mum just left my dad for like 6 weeks. She came back and you know what she told him? She said the only reason why I came back is because I'm not ready to bury you yet. I can't afford to bury you. My dad lost so much weight
Mm-hmm.
in that 6 weeks. They were married 45 years, by the way. This
Mm-hmm.
is not, I mean, at the 40th year that my mum decided to have a bit of a backbone and push back.
The
And
40th. Oh, hold on. What? How many years? 40th.
45, it was
So
yeah, it was in the 40th year that my mum decided to grow a backbone
at 40, she
and
stayed
push
for
back.
40 years
Yes, ma'am.
and was doing all that.
Yes, ma'am. Well, no, no, not as much as this lady. I mean, but yeah, she was doing a lot, but not paying all the bills. But there were other things that were going on, and I don't want to talk about that. But it wasn't always happy. And at some point, my mum just said, you know what? Actually, I'm just done. My kids are grown, and the thing is that all the while, even us as kids, were telling my mum, why do you take this? Why do you tolerate this? Why? And it was always the same thing. Well, my husband, and I think maybe that's part of what's kind of like made me into who I am today. That I just don't want to
You rebelled.
be
Did you
that.
rebel against that? Yeah.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. I'm definitely not gonna be that in a relationship. I mean, look, my dad. You see, there's a difference between being a good dad. My dad was a good dad, but he was a horrific husband.
Hmm.
I can tell you that.
Oh,
you you
wow.
you can be a good dad and not be a good husband. Those are two
Absolutely.
different skill sets that are
Mhm.
that are needed for those. And the thing is that I was like, I would never accept that. And it did reflect in my life as well, because when I married someone who was doing great to begin with. He had a job, I had a job, and then the whole recession happened back in 2008. I don't know whether you know about that. The recession happened. I managed to still have a job. And then he decided to come up with some business plan that he wanted to do, blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay, fine, yeah, I'm still working. I'll make up for the deficit, you
Mm-hmm.
know? And
Mm-hmm.
that continued for another like 2.5, 3 years. I kid you not.
Mm-hmm.
Every job that I was saying, you don't have to get an IT job. You could just get anything. Like me, if I lost my job, like losing my
Mm-hmm.
job,
Mm-hmm.
I would pack shelves in
I
Tesco's if I
I
need
will
to.
I will sweep the ground if it means
Exactly.
putting clothes on my children's back and having their
Exactly.
bellies filled. I will sweep
Exactly.
the streets.
Mhm.
That is what a
Mhm.
responsible parent does.
You do. Exactly. But then you're saying, oh no, that job's beneath me.
Yeah.
That job's beneath me. I can't
Yeah.
be doing that. It doesn't
Yeah.
pay well enough. And my feet are gonna hurt if I do retail. I said, look, it doesn't mean that just to have something
Yeah.
in the end, you think, oh, we wanted to start a business in Nigeria. Okay, fine. You want to go to Nigeria and do business? No worries. What you want to do? Oh, he wants to start a training thing, which did seem like a good idea,
Mm-hmm.
but with lack of planning, lack of having a proper business plan, lack of knowing the environment with which he was supposed to be working, it failed naturally. When you
Of
can't,
course.
because Nigerian business, you've got to be there, you've got to live there. And I was in the
Oh yes.
UK,
Oh
and I'm like,
yes.
are you literally going to do a business in Nigeria? That means you're going to be living in Nigeria. I'm
Mm.
like, he says, no, he's not going to live in Nigeria. He's just going to start it off and then start running it remotely from the UK. I'm like, that that doesn't seem like a good idea. That seems like a disaster waiting to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously he's the bloke. He knows it all. You know how they are. But anyway, that's the reason why he's my ex. So that's
So you were not willing, Janet, to do 40 years like your mom.
absolutely not. I was like, I'll die first. I'll
Mm,
die first before I'll be the 40 years into this. I'm not doing that.
mm, mm, mm,
So I think the lady, well done to her. I think like the other brother just said, the brother that just spoke before me said she's been doing it for too long.
yeah.
And yes, the guy will have a reason to say, well, you've been doing it all this while. What's changed now? But
Yeah.
the answer she should give is that I have a right to be tired.
Yeah.
I have a
Okay.
right to be tired. I have
Okay.
a right to just say, I've had my fill. I've had my
Mm-hmm.
fill of this. There is
Mm-hmm.
no return on my investment. And
Mm-hmm.
I am packing my business. I'm taking my business elsewhere.
Thank
That
you.
is
Talk,
that's it.
she's listening. Talk to her directly, please. Let me talk
Yes,
to her.
ma'am, well done. Ekushel, I'm going to speak small Yoruba. Ekushema, well done.
Janet, you are too Britico to speak. Your Yoruba is laced with Britico English.
I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it.
Say it. Go ahead.
Ma'am, I should go. You did the business, but I think it's time for you to rest, ma'am. I think you need to make a decision for yourself and for
Mm,
your own happiness. You cannot be a happy mom to your kids if you're unhappy yourself. You
mm-hmm.
need to put yourself first. All this
Mm-hmm.
while, this man has been putting himself first. Now it's your turn. And like the other brother said before, you have to wake up. You're not in a marriage.
Mm-hmm.
You just have the certificate and the ring,
Yeah.
but you're a single mom. And
Mm.
yes, if you're scared, you don't want to be a statistic. Well, be a statistic of happiness.
I love that.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna be. A statistic of freedom,
I
a
love that.
statistic of self-awareness, a statistic of being who you are finally, to work for yourself. You need to sit him down and just say, babes, or whatever you call him,
No, at
I'm
this
not doing
point,
this
babes,
anymore.
no more babes anymore. It's
I
Baba
can make
something.
it. You'd
It's
be
Baba.
surprised. Hey, you'd be surprised. Women still sleep with their ex-husbands.
No,
I'm
no,
telling
no.
you.
Oh, that's the part I didn't talk about. No, there's no intimacy anymore. Look,
No intimacy anymore.
there's nothing that shuts a woman down emotionally like lack of support.
That is true. That is
If you
true.
want to
That is
finish a
true.
woman emotional, you know how we are as ladies, you know how we do. When we don't
Mhm.
connect with you emotionally, we can't have any love making with you. So there's no
True.
intimacy anymore because
Yeah. So and
now
there's no intimacy
there's no
at all.
intimacy because she's stressed, she's tired. How are you gonna
And
sleep
what
with
is he
somebody?
doing?
How am I gonna go to work? I will do my nursing 10-hour shift, come back, do
Mm.
one or two things, take care of the children. Okay, he does pull his weight around the children. You know, he
Mm.
cleans and cook, but it's still not enough. They got
It's not
five
enough. It's
kids.
not enough. But the what when
Five.
he's getting his intimacy, is he cheating on her? I don't want to say. I don't even want to add that dimension into it because
No,
he's a bloke.
me, I don't believe that he's not cheating because he still goes to
I don't
Nigeria,
think so.
all in the
Cheating
guise
costs
of doing
money.
this business. Yeah.
Cheating is expensive. I don't think so.
Oh, you'll be
Cheating costs
surprised.
money.
Oh no, you'll be surprised. No, let me tell you something. He still
Poor
goes to
men get
Nigeria.
pussy. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't say that on your show. But people, broke
Janet,
men. Sorry, I'm so
Janet,
sorry.
I only
Ma.
say that because I'm considering their circle too, right? So I don't. I just don't. Well, I don't think it's the point of contention anyway.
you can't
Uh,
contend it because he still goes to Nigeria, even though he's broke. So I said, where does he get money to go to Nigeria? Then he will go to Nigeria
exactly.
and call her. She will send him money.
Yeah, and what he's using the money to chase girls.
You don't
I
need
bet
plenty
you
money.
he's
In
still
Nigeria,
getting
you
laid
don't need plenty
somewhere.
money. £5 can chase
He's,
girls in
he's-
Nigeria.
exactly. I can bet it that he could definitely still get women. I mean, there are women who give men money. I mean, I'm no insult to the madam that's listening, but she's basically fed him for 16 years. There are women who could do it for a month or two. Don't give him money. He'll go up with saying some sub story. Oh, my wife doesn't understand me. My wife doesn't do this, that, and the other. Blah 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 blah. And then some lady will listen to that story and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry,"
This is
and then
what they
she'll give
do when you
him,
take them abroad. You take them abroad and they change. She's a nurse now. When they mention nurse, oh, all nurses, she's probably
"Oh,
cheating on you. That's why. She's proud
absolutely."
now. She doesn't respect you anymore.
Mm-hmm. That's what they will say. So I don't believe that he's not cheating on her. He's getting his somehow, one way or the other. So that's one thing
Okay.
that I bet she's still young and she's still beautiful, ma'am. You're still
Oh,
beautiful.
she's
I'm sure
gorgeous.
you
She's
will find
gorgeous.
someone. You will find a guy to at least is serious. If this has not traumatized you enough
No,
to
we're not
not
even
ever
talking
look in
about
the
finding
direction
an
of a man.
no, nobody's talking about finding another guy. It's about her sanity at the moment, my darling.
Yeah, yeah, that's
It's
true.
about
That's true. But
it's about breaking free from this stress of having a man child as your husband.
oh man, that's so sad. I think you deserve a holiday, ma'am. Go to some to Nigeria for a month or two. Just sit there and just de-stress, detach yourself. You have to detach yourself both emotionally as well as physically. Being constantly in the same environment, you're not going to be motivated enough to make any changes. Sometimes you just need to take a step back,
Thank
go
you.
somewhere else, physically be somewhere else for a while. But you just need
Okay.
to tell him that you just can't do it anymore. You have to have the conversation, and it's going to be a hard conversation, and it's not going to be pleasant, and you need to be prepared for it. That it's a
Okay.
conversation that has to be had, and see what he says. See what
Oh,
he says.
thank you, Janet. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me move on because the studio is full. People have a lot to say. Yeah, they've had that conversation. That ship has sailed. It's not working. No, it's not. Okay, let me quickly add Uncle Patrick, I see you. Tony, I see you. I'm coming to you, right to you. I see you all in the studio. Dola, I see you. Sorry, I'm coming to you now. We're going to time the contribution so that everybody can chip in. She Tinker, you are next.
Hi,
Please, we got
Tibi. Good
5 minutes.
evening.
Hello,
Okay,
darling.
I'll
How are
be
you?
very quick. I'm well,
Thank
thank
you.
you. And congratulations on your book. I'm about to buy my copy
I
this
trust
evening.
you. I trust you.
I'm buying it and I'm also recommending it to other people because I think it's a
Thank
topic
you.
that people really do need to
This is
to
why.
educate themselves about.
This is why. This is why.
Yes,
This
this is
show
exactly
time
why.
is why.
This is
Yeah.
exactly why. And so I'm going to say, in fact, I sort of organized what it is I'm going to say. I'm going to start on the reasons and then the strategy.
Okay.
So the reason why there are 3 reasons why she needs to do something. Why? Because it seems like she's stuck, like Abby was saying in the chat, in the comments, she's stuck. She's gotten to the point where she doesn't know how to even take a step forward. She doesn't know how to break this cycle that she has enabled for so long. So my dear sister, the first thing I'll say is that if you don't break this cycle, it will break you. You have carried on for so long, and at some point, your mind can snap. It happens.
Oh,
It has happened to people before you, and I pray it doesn't happen to you.
Oh no, it's happened, but God delivered her. She told me that
Praise God.
because she's been in this relationship since she was in her teens. The man is older, much older. She's attempted to unalive herself 3 times before.
Oh no!
Before she even, got to a point where she can now speak to people about it.
Okay. Well, by the mercy of God, you will not snap any further before you take any step to save yourself. So you need to save yourself, and your life is in your hands. God is with you. We're here on this platform supporting and encouraging you and giving you can play back this video on YouTube anytime you need to remind yourself what your reasons are. Your reason is yourself. You're saving yourself. We're not worried about statistics now. You're not going to add to a worse statistic by allowing this situation break you. No, you'll be a survivor. You'll be one who thrived despite and in spite of what happened to you.
Amen.
The number 2 reason, which is very important, is not even the man, it's your children. Your children are observing and living in a condition, in a status quo that is breaking their own minds and also damaging their expectations on what a healthy home should look like. If you don't change this situation, your children will go into their adulthood and into their marriages with warped senses of what is normal, and it will affect their own sense of self-worth, to the extent that they may choose people that are damaging for them, or they may become people that are damaging to others. In order to save your children, please strategize. And I will suggest some strategies after this. Now, the third person who really is not your consideration right now, but if at all you want to consider what is in the best interest of your husband, it is in his best interest that you shock him a little. If you don't shock him a little, they say that for eagles, now we're talking about children because unfortunately, this uncle is a child in his mind. Now they say that eagles, when they're raising their children, they take them to certain heights because eagles live in high places, and then they drop them, and then they fly beneath them, and they catch them, they pick them up. They do that repeatedly, and at some point they drop them, and they don't fly beneath to catch them. And in that way, the eagle learns to spread out its wings and fly. It seems like you have been such a safe place for this man for so long that he has forgotten what his wings look like, and he has forgotten how to use them. Or if anything is going to save the rest of his future, and it is not your duty to save him, but if at all there's anything that can save his future, it will be on you to take a drastic step. Now, strategy is the next thing I'm going to talk about. So what is this drastic step? Number one of one. This is not about talking. There's nothing to be said anymore. You have spoken to him for 16 years or even longer, and nothing is going to change. Even if you want to say you have done the biblical things, you've followed Matthew 18, where you've taken other people to go and speak to him. He still did not change. You have taken elders to go and speak to them. He still has not to speak to him. He still has not changed. The Bible says in that situation, you treat the person like somebody that's an unbeliever, because he does not have the same goals and the same faith as you. He does not have the same. This is not a covenant behavior in terms of marriage. You did not marry him for him to be your child.
No.
So now, what are the drastic steps? Separation. And not announced separation. You don't tell him that you're leaving. You quietly go and rent another place. You quietly move out, and you move the children, and he comes back home one day. Well, when he goes, make sure you time it for when he goes to Nigeria, and he comes back and there's nobody there. That's number one. Number two, don't buy any. I'm a lawyer, but I'm not a family lawyer. But because as a lawyer, you get to learn many aspects of law before you specialize. So the one thing I'll tell you is that this is not the time for you to buy assets. Don't buy assets, because In this situation, there are women who have divorced their husbands who were behaving like the way your husband is behaving, and they ended up having to pay alimony for the lousy men that they had married and called husbands. That was not going to be your portion in Jesus' name. So,
Amen.
number one, right now, don't buy assets. Use your money and go on holiday. Relax. Go on holiday, rent another house. If you bought a house before, sell the house and go and use the money and put into your children's accounts for their future, for their college accounts that they will use for when they grow older. And use the money and go on holiday and rent a house, buy a car, do something. But don't, this is not the time to buy assets. So separate in a drastic way. Don't separate in a way that you're looking out for him. No, separate in a way that you're looking out for yourself.
What
If
about
he
the
has
assets?
any,
What about the asset that she's already contributed? So they have assets, you're right.
oh, they have quite a number of assets.
They have asset not in the country, not in the UK, in Nigeria, and whereby she was the one. Obviously, he hasn't worked over the years, so he cannot. He doesn't have money. She's the one that's been funding this land and house.
Yes. So
Yeah.
if she can quietly sell them now, since I hope her name is on it, because, and I hope it's not a situation of Mr. and Mrs. XYZ without her first name being on it. If she can quietly sell them while he's in Nigeria without him knowing, because, and then the other thing is, sometimes if your assets are in Nigeria, sometimes some people don't list those in divorce proceedings, but it doesn't even matter. Even sometimes when they're listed on divorce proceedings, the court might just say everybody gets half. So it's sold and then, but it's sad that you have your own, you would have put money into it. So if you want to sell it, sell it. If you don't want to sell it, first of all, we're saving you before we're saving assets.
Yeah, forget about assets. Who cares about assets?
Exactly. So let's forget about assets. Let's talk about saving you. So
Yeah.
when you separate from him in this drastic way that I've suggested, that's the first thing. Don't let him find you. Change your number. Change his own phone. Cancel that mobile plan. Go and get a new mobile phone. Cancel it when he's gone to Nigeria. Cancel it. Cancel your contract, or even if you don't want to change your number, if you don't want to cancel the contracts, change your number so he can't reach you because you have a different number. Now, when you separate from him, if he has any redeeming quality to him, because we're talking about a journey of redemption here, you're redeeming yourself, and let's see if he has any redemptive qualities to him. He'll begin to see that you can tell the pastors that he listens to, even though he doesn't listen to them, that this is what he needs to do to get the family back. He needs to rent a house. He needs to get bills. He needs to get a job, and he needs to be working in that job for 8 months before you consider talking to him. Now, if after 2 years of separation, he doesn't do anything to redeem himself, then you can happily get divorced, because with 2 years of separation, or is it 3 years of separation, you're not going to have an acrimonious divorce. You can divorce on the grounds of separation, because it will now show that you have lived apart for 2 years, or is it 3 years? I forget the exact thing, because like I said, I'm not in family law, but either 2 years or 3 years, you can have a divorce where you're not having to sling words back and forth. And in the UK now, there are no fault divorces. You're not blaming him for anything. You're just saying, I'm done.
Yeah.
But the main thing that we're talking about here, this is a journey of redemption, redeeming your sense of self. God has a plan for your life that does not necessarily involve marriage. If marriage is working fine, if it's not marriage, save yourself and serve God in your generation. You have a duty to yourself and to the children you've brought into this world. Period.
Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you, Shitinka.
Thank you, Auntie B.
Spoken like a woman of God who knows it and seen it and done it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Shitinka. I love you. I love you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Uncle Patrick, I'm going to come to you in a minute. Let me quickly take this Scottish woman. There's a Scottish woman in the building. Hello, Tanya. How are you? You have 5 minutes.
Hello, everybody. Hello. First
Hello,
of all, I
darling.
want to appreciate Uncle Ernest of Canada. He's the one that wrote a book about sponsorship.
Oh, yes. Uncle Ernest. You remember him? You remember him?
Absolutely. I have 2 of his books.
Yes.
And in fact, listening to him this evening, I told
Amazing.
myself, I need to go and get that book and read it again.
If every man is not like Uncle Ernest, we'll not have problem in marriage.
Yeah. So I want to appreciate you, Uncle Ernest, and also Shitinka.
How you doing, Tonya?
Your audio is not very good, Tonya. It's noisy.
Right. Let me remove my Bluetooth.
Yeah, Bluetooth always makes cracking noise in the background.
Better now. Hello.
Okay, yeah, that's better. Go ahead, my
Okay,
dear.
so yeah, I really appreciate you, Uncle Ernest. I will need to go and bring that book again because I bought Uncle Ernest's book not just as a book to just buy, but as a book that I want to keep coming back to again and again. And of course, the kind of book I want to gift to my children
Absolutely.
and gift to others.
Mhm.
Yeah. She thinker, thank you. So I'll try not to touch on the things you've both said, because you spoke my mind. However, I've written 3 points that I just want to talk about quickly.
Mhm.
Now, Sister Endurance, which
Be
I'm going
nice.
to call this our.
Sonia, be
I'll call.
nice. Show empathy.
Hey, I'm nice.
I
I
know.
just named our sister
No,
in the new
when you're giving her
baptism,
endurance already,
Sister Endurance. Hmm? Now, deep down, Sister Endurance, there's something I want to ask. Only just answer that within yourself. And if the answer to that is positive, just know that something is wrong. And if it's negative, either way. Now, the question is, deep down, have you ever said to yourself, this man no go buy me? God, I beg, take him away from me. Do everything to just remove him from me. Just buy him. If you've had that thought once, twice, multiple times, and you've come to that place where you think or you wish like him being out of your life will give you freedom, then there's a problem, because chances are that you've had that thought and you actually think it's until he buy now you will get your freedom. In actual essence, this is somebody's son, this is somebody's father, your children's father, this is somebody's uncle, and so on and so forth. He probably have a chieftaincy title in his place. So if you've ever thought of this being the only way you can get separation from him, it could not be. It's possible you've not had this thought. But if you've had this thought of may God just buy my sister, no, that's not a good thinking. You just have to do everything possible to separate from him, because in essence, he doesn't really have to buy for you to get your freedom. You can get your own freedom. It's in your own hand. Your life is in your hand. You were once someone before you merged together with this man in the union of marriage. That's the first one. And number two, I just want to let you know that you are raising a replica of your husband now. You see all your children, they are watching. It's not just what you say that will mold them to who they are tomorrow or build them. It is your actions, your behavior. For every time they need to go for school, residential thing, or they need to pay something, or they need to register for clubs, or they need to attend extracurricular activities, or they need to just basic things at home, or you could go to the shop and it's mommy that buy. See, you are actually enabling this. You are telling them that it's okay for just one person to be pulling their weight. You enabling this man again. You don't mean to, right? That's what you've been telling yourself all along. It's fine. And I agree with you, you don't mean to enable him. But you enabling this man is also teaching your children that it's okay for a grown-up human being that is not disabled to just sleep, wake up. Even the children are tired of every time they come back from school, daddy's home. The only time that they know that he's like a scarce commodity or he's not around is when he goes to his Nigeria to go and spend the
to,
money that he's not making.
to do business
So
that
there's
doesn't
something wrong there. These
doesn't give
children are
anything.
watching the pattern. They're
Mhm.
watching what you're doing, and they are going to replicate that. I'm just telling you that they are going to do the same. The girls are going to carry the burden of someone who should actually be the man of the house. And that's for the girls, right? And for the boys, they'll do the same to another person's daughter. But it's not going to be my own daughter that I'm training now. That's it. That's number two. And then finally, number three, just a quick story of someone I know, like life. I know have flesh and blood. She was in your shoe, but 17 years in this UK. She was in your shoe 17 years with this man. First of all, the man said he's a pastor. Secondly,
Mhm.
he said he cannot work for
Mhm.
anybody.
It's
God
always
has
those
not called him to
fake
work for
pastors
anybody.
that they call not
And
to work
and
and they call to eat.
exactly. And another thing is that he said he is setting up a business. Anyway, the only thing with his business is that all his business are just in the UK and you need capital for that and all. 17 years this woman endured this. Every time that he promised someone
his family members. He always promising them to do for them visit visa. Like he has the money, whereas he doesn't. Always promising them visit visa and using the family money, the money that they should actually put together to do this. Auntie B, I know that I've passed my time. I'm just going to hurry up. So this has been happening anyway. Anytime the mother-in-law comes to the UK for a visit, she will give this woman stress. The woman's BP is always high. You know, it continued like this. Anyway, on one of his trip to Nigeria, the woman said to us, those of us that know her, like call the location, that she feels better. She feels so relieved. The children were jubilating. She was jubilating. Even to go for the burial, they say, go for what?
Jesus.
It's like, for him to buy is a, have you ever seen a person buy, everyone is rejoicing.
Hey, when it's not Abacha.
Everyone was rejoicing. The children were rejoicing. The only people that were not rejoicing, of course, is his mother, his brothers, that are living off him, and each of them understand the circumstance. They also know that this woman is doing very well. But I got talking to this woman one day, and I need to get to the root cause of what happened. And I asked her, how did it start? So when they were dating in Delta State University, Abraka, she started enabling this rubbish. You know, so it not be today the thing starts. But for her, she has no plan of separating. Just like some people.
Woman. Yeah,
she's a Christian woman. Don't forget, she's a pastor wife, right? But
pastor
when she died, when the man died, she now has her freedom. You know how there's a movie said how Stella got her groove back. You need to see this lady, how she got her groove. She's looking like sharp, beautiful. BP is a thing of the past, and the children are even better off. Like, may we not be that someone that when we buy 9 people go, they rejoice. And I end with this. It is well with all of us. Thank you so much for having me. Bye.
Thank you, Tonya. I appreciate you, my darling. Thank you so much. Jenna G, thank you, my darling, for the £5 super chat. We're learning quite a lot here tonight, guys. Please give us a thumbs up if you've not given this video a thumbs up. Yeah, I see you all in the studio. I'm going to come to you. Let me take Dola. I'm just going by how people come to the studio. I see you all. Hello, Sister Dola. How are you?
I'm good.
Welcome.
Yeah, I was so emotional when you started talking about this. And I thought to myself, I think I know where she's coming from. Because she's a Yoruba woman.
Yes.
So when you get married, they tell you, Ile Oko,
university.
Yeah, and also you're not expected to be happy in a marriage. So, and I mean, I think I heard one of the divorce judge said, if there's no accountability, what do you expect? Okay, I mean, the man, there's no accountability. There's nothing for him to do, so he can do whatever he wants to do because he feels like the woman will never leave him. So, having said that, I want to say, I don't know if this woman is a Christian. If she's a Christian,
she's a Christian.
She has to understand if someone cannot provide for their household, they're worse than an infidel. So let's understand that. So you asked several questions. You said, what is the aim of this man? The man had a aim. His aim was to be a kept husband. And he was successful for 16 years. He just did not share this information with everybody else. It's true. So what I want to say is that just accept that you are being scammed. You've been scammed by the deception. You've been scammed by the training. You were told, oh, I'm doing business. I mean, after the second and the third one, if he's not following it up, it's very sure he's just using it to buy time because that's exactly what he wanted to do. Okay? Because if you say he wants to go into a business, you're like excited. So he's giving you that false hope.
Training upon training, but no job. We're not looking for
exactly.
job.
So gives you the false hope. You're like, yeah, my husband. And then he finish the training, no job. And then he finds another training to do. And God knows how many. So just accept that It's a scam. Okay. So and then my question is, how has this affected you?
Hmm.
Because
Hmm.
like everybody have said, how has this affected you?
Hmm.
Because if you're a shadow of yourself,
Hmm.
get yourself out. Take some time out so that you can see clearly. As long as you're in that marriage, all you're seeing is the burden around you.
Hmm.
Step out, step aside,
Hmm.
and look inwards.
Hmm.
You're dealing with another adult. And if the
Hmm.
adult is decide to scam you, you're just allowing yourself to be scammed. Just step out
Hmm.
and watch. And hopefully you too, you start recovering, you start having some self-confidence, and eventually you will understand exactly who you're dealing with.
Hmm.
And like people have said, the children can see. Oh,
Hmm.
all the children, they can see. They know exactly what is going on. They know daddy is not paying anything. They know
Hmm.
daddy is not doing a job. They know mommy is the one breaking her back for the family. And like everybody have said, that's the example you're setting. The girls feel like they will have to look after their husband, and they have sons. They feel like they can live off their wives or their girlfriends. So I'm going to cut it short. That's all I've got to say.
Thank you so much, Sister Dola. I really appreciate you. My first time of seeing you in the studio, but please don't let it be the last time. Let us hear from your wisdom again. Thank you so much, my sis.
Thank you. All
I
right.
appreciate you, my darling sis. God bless you. Have a good evening, ma.
You too.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. Leave your comments and be nice. Leave your comment. We are learning. Do you understand that when we are doing this, yeah? It's not just the person that is involved, but there are other people in similar situations that are listening, that are being affected by this. So please let us leave our thoughts. Uncle Emeka, what happened to you? I was just going to go to you, and you just went off. Kilode, okay, come back, Uncle Emeka. Guys, please give us a thumbs up. I was just going to go to you now, but you just quickly went off. Okay, hopefully you can come back. Let me post the link back so you can come back. You were next, actually. Please come back. Let me take Mama R. I know Uncle Beno is waiting, Uncle Patrick, and of course, MOP. Mama R.
Good afternoon, Auntie. Can you hear me?
Yes, my darling. How are you?
Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I agree with what everybody has said. I'm not going to take up more time. I'm going to talk about tactics
Right.
right now. So, number one, I hope to God that their finances are separate. If her finances, if they have any joint accounts
It's
between both
separate.
of,
It's not joint. No, it's separate.
okay, very good.
Mm.
Awesome. Awesome. So, number one, because separation laws are different in different areas, so we can't say definitively. So she needs to go talk to a separation lawyer or a divorce lawyer. I mean, sometimes you can book a service like maybe pay for 1 or 2 hours, not to divorce, just to lay the cards out and say, hey, this is my situation, right? I have this situation. I'm thinking of this. What are the costs? Because
Mm-hmm.
unfortunately, this lady is the breadwinner. So she needs to know that she is going to be paying, she's going to suffer financially for if there's a divorce. She's going to have to pay for everything. And because the man is not making money, it can be really messy. Like the laws can be really messy here. So let's
Mm-hmm.
not just make assumptions, right? So she needs to get a good divorce, preferably maybe not somebody that nobody knows, maybe like some Uyibo person. Sure, you get, and pay. Listen, I say I'm going to give you 2 hours. I'm going to pay for 2 hours of your time because I know they charge per hour. Lay out all the cards and say, "This is my situation. What do you think? I'm thinking of separation. I need you to um tell me like my costs.
What are the
Number
options?
one,
Yeah, what are my
the
options?
costs."
Mm-hmm.
The costs are the biggest thing she's going to have to deal with. What are
Yeah,
my
I don't think she's
options?
going to pay for anything. She's not
Yeah,
going to pay for anything.
Well, she's going to be the biggest loser though, because if
How?
their assets, they might have to divide. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
everything they have is in Nigeria.
Yeah, you see, that's the problem though.
They
That
don't
might
have
be a bit
anything
of
here.
yeah, but see that might be a bit of a problem because the jurisdiction in Nigeria is different.
Nobody is talking about asset now, my dear
Okay,
mama.
no, no, I'm, and I
Talking
know,
about
and I know. See, I know that, like, I'm dealing, like, because there are two sides to this. There's the emotional side, and then there's the tactical side, right? People are dealing with the emotions, which are great, but then,
so let me
but
tell you why this is about survivor and saving a life. She's
yeah,
attempted in the past to unalive herself 3 times.
and I understand. That's why I'm trying to give her tactics now, right? Like,
So
if I was
I,
in her situation, what
I
would I
want,
do,
yeah,
right?
but when it comes to assets, I think we should just forget about that.
Yes, I understand, but if I was in her situation, what would I do? Number one, I would go talk to a divorce lawyer,
Okay.
pay 2 hours, sit
Mm-hmm.
down, lay out everything. I say, give me the tactics.
Mm-hmm.
What are the steps I should take
Mm-hmm.
from step one to step two, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Number two, I know we should not talk about whatever, but she needs to start preparing herself.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody has said, she needs to try to, like, when I mean, if, like, she should never, if this man calls her that he's 12 midnight, he's stuck in the train station, he doesn't have any money to come back home, don't send him any money ever.
And, and if you're stuck in Nigeria, like you previously did to send her money
Don't
in
ever do
Nigeria.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ever let him walk back from Nigeria. It's fine. He can walk. People do it. People get yeah. There are people that drive from London to Nigeria.
Oh
It's
my
possible
God.
now.
He
Ah,
doesn't have,
only
he doesn't
it's
have
possible now.
insurance. He
Didn't
cannot
you
drive.
see the you don't normally watch the news and he's there now? Don't you see them? They drive from Lagos to Nigeria.
He
It's
doesn't have
possible.
insurance.
Hey, don't worry about it. God will help him. So he can walk. Sure, you get
Oh
not
my God.
1 naira, $1. If he's stuck in the valley of the shadow of darkness, let him fly from there to come to wherever she is. So, like I said, talk to a divorce lawyer. Never send him a dime. Unfortunately, they're in the same house. So he needs to start getting an exit plan now. And thankfully, they don't have any house here, which is a good news. So, like the other lady, the other lawyer has said, she needs to start looking to get her own apartment. Get somewhere else separate from him. So that they don't have any communication. And obviously, try to, I don't know, like, because he said he's kind of a good father, so this might also
He's
impact
a
the
good father
children.
and the children love him.
So I see this is where this is a bit tricky. So,
Yes.
but the number one thing is saving herself. So
Mm.
she's going to have to find a way to communicate this to the children. But
Mhm.
I think a good lawyer, she's going to have to close eye and pay for a very, not these fake ones you see on TV, a very good lawyer. A very good lawyer, preferably Oyibo or somebody, will help her
Yeah.
manage the emotions with children and separation of, you know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
that's what I would do if I was in her situation.
Okay. All
So
right.
thank you.
Thank you so much, Mama R. Really appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So she should be the one that will leave instead of telling him to leave. If she's planning to really, really bring this thing. Okay. All right. Uncle Beno has left. Hey, Uncle Beno is getting busy. Oh. Okay, Uncle Francis, welcome, sir. Good evening. I saw the video that you
Hi,
did. Hi, good evening. Welcome.
how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Welcome. What do you have to say concerning this situation, sir?
Well, she really have to, everything depends on her. She has to make the move.
Mm-hmm.
She's like everybody have said, she's been doing it for 60 years. The first thing I'm going to say is how old are the children? The children that they have.
3 are adults already and left home. Only 2 left under 18.
Under 18. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm thinking if the kids are still young, maybe probably that's why he's taking advantage because women, they will say, because of my kids, I am just doing it because of my kids, I don't want to leave. It's very common, especially among Yoruba women. No
Mm-hmm.
matter how much hell they go through in that marriage, they will say, oh, I don't want to live because of my children. I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to live because of my children. So people do that. So since the kids have grown up, what she needs to do is she needs to make a move. And the
Mm-hmm.
first thing, according to what other have said, is separation.
Yeah.
She's not divorcing him. It's just
Mm-hmm.
just for everybody to give each other a break.
Yeah.
So with that, and then you need to cut him off financially. Don't pay
Mm-hmm.
for anything. All this is going to Nigeria and all those things is asking for money or flight to come back. No. If she's still doing that, then she's not ready to move.
Yeah.
You got to go ojulile, cut him off financially. Because but Yoruba women say, oh, it's my husband, is that. That one is not working. You've done it for 16 years. So you got to make a move, cut him off financially, get separation. Separation goes in two ways. You are probably it's good to do it legally. So since she's a nurse, she's probably earning good money. Look for a separation lawyer that will charge you just a little bit money. They will do it. It's all paperwork, and then they will
Mm-hmm.
ask for separation. The reason why I say that is, if she just look for apartment, another way is just move out of the house, look for your own apartment and something like that, and just do it that way. The man may come back and create scene where you are working, and the woman doesn't want that. She will come there and be screaming and everything. So it's good to go through a lawyer for separation.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't cost a
Mm-hmm.
lot of money. It's only when you want to divorce and you have a lot of property in US. I believe they are
Yes.
here in US, right? Uh-huh.
No, UK.
That's
UK.
UK. Okay.
Mm.
So as for good look, go for a lawyer separation. It doesn't cost that much. Separate, which means once the man knows that separation is legally binded, it will not come because in the separation letter it will be like you cannot move close 2 miles or starting something where she's living. So once the man knows that, it's not going to come and create a scene or drama in your house. It's not going to
Mm-hmm.
come to your workplace to come and create a scene. So that is the first thing they need to do: separation.
Mm-hmm.
The
Mm-hmm.
separation will bring the man back to his senses.
Mm-hmm.
He's still doing all this because the woman is still paying the bills.
Yeah.
He's doing it because he's paying, because he knows the woman is going to pay the bills anyway because of the children. So cut him off. Separation is the first thing. First is separated.
Mm-hmm.
Let him know that and cut him off financially. So I was thinking they live in US because I would say that okay, if he's using your insurance, cut him off. Take him off your insurance because here in US, the
We don't
husband
have
may be.
insurance
Mhm.
here. We don't have a health
Okay, you
insurance
don't have
here.
that here. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she has to make her own move. Everything depends on her. Yeah, they need to ask for separation, be separated. And based on what I'm hearing, all the investment is in Nigeria. Does the man goes to Nigeria a lot?
Yes, it does.
He does. Yeah, probably have another woman already in Nigeria. That's just what it
That's
is.
that's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, he has another woman. He already has another woman. Yeah. He already has another woman, and those women would not be dealing with him just ordinary. They're probably working on him spiritually too. So
Mm-hmm.
the man is a gunner. The woman has to make a move and get separated. That's just all what I would say. They've said a lot of things already. They need a separation from them.
Okay.
It's not easy, but just a separation. And it's not good. Just a like office. So so we could have said
Oh,
just move
Me
out
or
of
his
the
mic.
house. Mhm.
yeah, we cannot hear anymore. The network is dragging. Uncle Francis, can you hear
Oh,
us?
okay.
Okay, go ahead.
I can
Yeah.
hear you now.
Okay, go ahead, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So I would just stop at that something they need a separation. So
Okay.
that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you, sir. God bless you. Eshe Goni o, Adupe. I wanted to ask Uncle Francis a question because he's a Yoruba man. Because this question is very important. I don't know who can answer it for me. I need a Yoruba person. Ola is
we need Uncle Benota.
no, Ola is an American. You're not a Yoruba man. I need Uncle
We need
Beno.
Uncle Beno
Let me
or Uncle
Uncle
Francis.
Beno. Because Uncle Francis said something. He said it's very common among Yoruba women. Why? Why is it that Yoruba women, some, not all, have the capacity to take this? We've seen so many examples of people that pretend I have the call of God. God told me not to walk in the abroad. And the woman is the one that is suffering 16 years. I don't see any other ethnic group that somebody, maybe you there is, so let me not say absolutely, but certainly not me like this. Edo woman to come and sit down for 16 years. Could they work? It cannot work. Uncle Beno, are you
Auntie
there?
B,
Uncle Beno, now
Auntie B,
you've entered the studio with 2 accounts.
really?
Wala.
Wala, Auntie B.
Welcome.
Oh,
Did you hear the question that I asked?
oh, I know you heard the question, but I've been hearing all the story all day long.
I say, why is it that some Yoruba women have capacity to tolerate so much?
Auntie B, maybe that one are old generation Yoruba women.
No, not the old generation. Not the old generation. There's still plenty. Okolori Aya, Adeori, and all that. A lot.
Uncle Beno, you have my permission. You can generalize. It's okay.
Let's generalize.
No.
Yes.
I'm not even generalizing. I don't think it's all Yoruba women, especially of this modern day.
I didn't say all. I said a lot. Mostly.
Well, basically, Auntie B, let me just say this. Even though this happens to a Yoruba woman, I think it's not synonymous to Yoruba. There are still many sisters here, even right here in the States, from other tribes, that their husbands are just very, very lazy, and they will cover the man outside. In fact, most time, those women that their husband don't even contribute jack in the house, they are the one who praise their husband the most when they are in the midst of other women. They will be the ones saying, my husband do this, my husband do that, but it's a lie. Their husband is not pulling their weight. But as for the sister with this case, I'm so sorry, my sister, in case you are listening. I have this feeling that you are married to the weapon fashioned against you, and you allow that weapon to operate for far too long, 16 years. And you guys are in abroad 16 years. Auntie B.
You repeated it, Uncle Beno. You repeat it so that you can understand. So that I hear that to repeat it. 16 years.
16 years. No, like 16 years. Where you born for 16 years. He's already grown. And the woman is carrying the load all this while all by herself.
There are so many that are doing it.
I think the woman she didn't tell you the full story, Auntie B. I'm sorry. She not tell you the full story. The man probably have another wife in Nigeria that they are using her money to take care of too. I think there is still so much to this story than not just pulling his weight. Because who does that abroad? The more I think about it, the difficult it is for me to really understand that.
The reason why, let me try to make, so it's difficult for people to understand. You know, when you've been with someone in your teen years, this is the man you've known all your adult life. It's not like somebody that was, like, she literally married this man when she was 18 years old. Do you understand? Yes, so ma'am. This is all she knows. You know, when the longer you date, the more exposed you are, the more experience you will collect. But you see, sometimes I feel like some of these brothers who they target all this innocent looking, because a woman like this is a blessing. Let's be honest. If she was married to a good man, it will be a blessing to that man. But absolutely. The problem is because she married a man who decided to be another child. Because it's not a question of I brought you abroad. They came to abroad together.
Oh, she's not an imported wife.
No, they came together. They imported themselves together at the same time.
Then the husband now turned her to imported wives. That's how it sounds. They came together. Since the husband doesn't work, the wife is the one working, feeding him and the kids. That wife has become an imported wife in my own view. But that's what they do. He fold his leg, fold the hand, say make woman
So,
the work.
Uncle Beno, let me ask you this. So, I'm sorry, I don't want to put you on the spot because you are the Yoruba man in the studio. I wanted to ask that Uncle Francis a while ago because he's a Yoruba man, but I know he's different because his views about marriage is very healthy. He shared them with us here before, and I respect him a lot. But why would a man not have goals, even if it's not for the family? Does he not have, like you now? You have things you want to do. You, even as imported husband, and you always tell us, Uncle Ben, no, you were imported, but you still put yourself, you went to do nothing. You are doing photography, you are doing videography, you are doing one or two things, even to augment, just to make sure that you are pulling your weight. Is it that there are some people that don't have any goals, things they want to achieve? I don't understand it. Have you ever seen it?
Auntie B, you not finish my work, or you need to add. I'm still doing YouTube.
You are doing YouTube. You do YouTube almost every other day. I know you do video coverage of events. You do photography and videography,
every day,
and you are a
every day.
nurse, Uncle Beno.
Auntie B, the truth of the matter is, for me, I can't wrap my head around lazy men. I can't. There's a difference between a man having ambition and a man being lazy. It's not the same thing. This particular man is a lazy man, and he's not just lazy, he's a wicked man too.
Myra said Uncle Ben has 10 jobs. Uncle Ben is a workaholic. He wouldn't be at work. So one day I came to your studio, I saw Uncle Beno. I said, how many Uncle Beno do we have? Different people will enter with Uncle Beno. Say, Abby will enter. This one will enter. Say, Uncle Beno. Sheti wa di meji ni abi eti di meta. Ko ye mi.
Auntie B, it's not easy now, my sister. I can't understand it because, like, as a man, how can you be comfortable watching your wife walking around the clock and you are there? So even 3 months is too long for a man to stay back doing nothing and the wife is just walking.
Uncle Francis came back. I think he wants to answer this question. Ekabosa. You want to answer it for us? Welcome back, sir. You are a Yoruba man. Please. What is it? Is it that some people, they don't have any dreams, no goals, nothing they want to achieve with their life? They just want to exist, eat and sleep. How can a man sleep for 8 hours? Not night, day. During the day. In this abroad. Hey, Joshua, ever shall I hear? Will you my hear what? Because who hear me? Am I being sir?
Oh boy. Well, Auntie B, the story is really very, very touching. I didn't know this is common among Yoruba men. I thought the cases I've seen are other African countries, so I'm surprised that a whole Yoruba man will sit down at home and not pay the bills and sleeping for this long. It's just, I can't wrap my head, because Yoruba men are known for that. They want to work so that they can add money, so that they can flex their muscles that I'm working care of my wife. That is what most men are known for. So the reason why I said it's a little bit of a culture break.
Sir, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, sir. You said it's a little bit of a culture. What do you mean?
A culture, yeah, Yoruba culture that the women, no matter what they go through in marriage, just being Mrs. So and so and so is enough for them. That's kind of like a prestige in the society. No matter how much crap that man is giving them, as long as they are Mrs. So and so, that's all what they want. And the men knew it. And the men takes advantage of it.
Some of them take advantage,
Not all of them. They knew it that, okay, because it's a stigma that you divorce. In Yoruba, something it's like it's a stigma that you are divorcing now. One is a local. So most women, no matter how much that man is
They have
maltreating
different
them,
names. They have different
ex-
decorative name. But
exa-
what's that one? When you come back to your father's house, what do they call it again? I'm trying to remember the Yoruba word for it.
Wale,
Odale Moshu.
that shoe, bro.
Mhm.
So which means you are a failure.
Yes,
So
Odale
because
Moshu.
of that,
Mhm. Mhm.
Madali Moshu, yes, you are right. So
Mhm.
everybody in society see you as a failure. So that is the reason why most of those women tolerate it. That's
Mhm.
why. They will just say, they will say, I'm doing it because of my. I'll tell you a quick story. I know of somebody in Nigeria. After 2 kids, 3 years of marriage, the husband left her. They are both in Nigeria, went to marry somebody else. And for now, for over 20 years, the woman is still keeping the man's name,
Yeah. And if he comes
which
back,
is
she will
so,
take him
so,
back.
so.
Yeah, she'll take him back.
The hope
Mhm.
she would, exactly. I'm like, why do
Mhm.
you keep the name for? Is it
No, it's
that
not even
you
keeping the
expect it
name.
to,
Uncle
you,
Francis,
you,
if the man
uh-huh,
comes back, she will take. I've seen a case in Dr. Shola's page. Again, is a Yoruba man. I'm not saying that all Yoruba men are like this. I've seen some very amazing Yoruba. My younger sister
yeah.
is married to a Yoruba man, and he is completely opposite of everything we've discussed tonight. He's a provider, and good Yoruba man. I'm just saying some. There are some. This one, yeah, he
Mm-hmm.
left, went to Nigeria from the abroad. After
Yeah.
everything, he went to Nigeria for over 20 something years. All the
Yeah.
money he worked in the abroad, he went to spend it marrying different women, living a life that was, oh my God, because he had some small change. Do you know that this Yoruba woman in the abroad stayed, raised her children by herself? All the children went to university, and they are good. The Yoruba women, I've not seen any Yoruba woman that is not very good when it comes to parenting. They are strict, they raise their children very well.
Mm-hmm.
This woman finished doing all this labor. Uncle got sick in Nigeria. Do you know what he did? He went to Dr. Shola
Uh-huh.
that they should go and beg his wife.
Ah.
My children are in America. I've not seen my children in 20 years. This thing, it pained me to my. In fact, I sent a message to Dr. Shola over this matter. I'm telling you. Some of you that follow him will remember this story from last year. They were now doing meeting, now paid Dr. Shola to bring them together. Uncle Francis, come out for a good.
Uh-huh.
They went and called this auntie in America with her children that she's raised single-handedly. And she took him back.
Ah. Okay. Well, you said it all. I thought it's only me that is baffling. I didn't know it's very common. I don't know. There's just something that the women. I'm telling her, how can somebody leave you for over 20 and you still using his name? Why don't you use
Oh,
your parents' name, your media name?
no.
And now this lady, she's well to do. She's a nursing instructor in Nigeria. She has a PhD. Now she went to do her PhD, she put the husband name. I'm like, why did you do that? Can't you use your own media name? So it's just the stigma that I'm divorced. They don't want it.
I
So no
understand.
matter
Thank
what
you, sir.
is, yeah, yeah.
Thank you
That's
so
just
much.
that's why most of them do it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for coming back. And I really appreciate you. Somebody is complaining about the length of the live stream. Yeah, unfortunately, these conversations, do you know how many people have called in? I'm sorry if you feel like this is long, but we need to hear everybody because this is serious, all right? I do the short videos now, you know that, right? So please, if this is long, yeah, it's a reason. We've had over, 10 people have called in. So don't just give us a thumbs up, subscribe. You can watch it later on in segments if you want. Okay, Uncle Patrick, are you there, sir? So sorry for keeping you waiting. Emma Binu, are you there? Or you are busy? If you are busy, I can come back to you. You, unmute yourself then. Quickly give your contribution while we wait for Uncle Patrick. Somebody is complaining that we are too long. Uncle Patrick, are you here?
Wow.
I'm so sorry, sir. Emma Binu.
Yeah, Auntie B, this is a very serious matter
Yes, sir.
because it involves lives.
Yes.
I'm sure my sister is listening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to say good evening, good afternoon to all Obodo fam. Yeah. You know,
Welcome, sir.
I wrote some things down, Auntie B.
Yes, sir.
He said, no one can make me walk.
Yes, he said nobody can force me to walk.
And the wife said he's a good father, and
Yes,
the children loves
they
him.
love him so much. He cooks, he cleans, even though the food gives running stomach, but at least he makes efforts. We'll talk about his good parts.
Yeah. You know, Auntie B, the Bible says in the beginning it was not so.
Mm-hmm.
And like Uncle Ben said, you know, a lot has gone wrong from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, this our sister has been so gracious to at least endure for 16 years. I'm not going to say the enabler.
Mm-hmm.
They were dating when they were young before they eventually move abroad.
Yeah.
And say, okay, we want to get married. And you know, Auntie B, this has been happening for long. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
talking about this couple.
Mm-hmm.
That's happened to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
I have a sister that the husband wasn't working. Even when they send money home to the man's parent, they will say it's the man. Meanwhile, it's this lady, younger sister that was doing it. It was when this lady cried that all the secrets became open. That for several years, this man has not been working.
Mm-hmm.
Auntie B, can you believe they brought the children from abroad to Nigeria?
Mm-hmm.
Because the father could not do
Take care of
anything.
them. Mm-hmm.
Yes, if a man cannot take care of his family and they have to bring them from obodooyinbo, that one not be, it has gone very bad. I know, like you people said, you know, I took time to listen to your broadcast from the beginning. There are a lot of people coming here, they profess to have a ministry, they have a call,
Yes.
they don't want to work. You know, I was listening to a lady who she eventually left the man. This lady, they had a ministry. The husband never worked. This woman had mental issue that she would go to the store and she would find herself on the highway.
Hmm.
She wouldn't know where she was. It was
Hmm.
so bad that the lady said the last born she had, it took her 24 hours to give birth to the girl. She
Mm-hmm.
was in labor for 24 hours, almost died.
Mm-hmm.
So there are many cases like that, Auntie B. I know what I'm more concerned is the mental health of this our sister.
Yeah.
I know a man that doesn't have a job that goes to Nigeria every time something is fishing.
So I asked her, Uncle Patrick, I said, where does he get money to buy ticket to go to Nigeria? Well, if he doesn't have money to pay his children's school uniform, money to give them for lunch money, why is he going to Nigeria?
Yeah, you know, and they have property together. You don't know what that kind of man can do to be the sole owner of the property. I have friends there that are very responsible. Engineers, doctors, they said if the shift is down, they will go to the extent of working at McDonald's. It doesn't matter how much they pay them. They would not allow their wife to be feeding them. It's not as if they have pride. They want to maintain their leadership, and you know,
You said something.
these are professional.
Uncle Patrick, you said something in that video that I did when the PK was chatting about how there's nowhere in the Bible that says we should use iPhone. There's nowhere in the Bible that says we should buy cars. You said something, no matter how. I pinned the comments in that video, by the way. Thank you, sir, for your wisdom all the time. You said something. You said, no matter how much your wife earns, if it's $1 you are giving her, she will cherish it.
It goes a long way. That woman, you know, I don't follow up pastors, but I take time to listen to whatever that pastor. And then she says something. She says sometimes will be coming from office. He will bring money. And say, what are you doing, my dear? I brought this money. I say, you give me this money? Are those people not rich? You know what I mean? My wife has accused me. I must be vulnerable. He said, you need to be giving me money. It's not as if giving her $1 million. You know what I mean? Just to say, okay, take this. Without even asking. Yes. She said it to me.
A woman is supposed to be a helpmate. How does a man get to a point where he's so comfortable to ask his wife for money all the time? Give me money, borrow me money. If she says she doesn't have, he will start quarreling. He will start keeping malice with her, doing a silent treatment. Borrow me money, send me money. How will a man who is a leader, you are the head, the king of your castle, get so comfortable? I'm not saying emergency, I'm not saying occasionally.
Yeah.
This is a lifestyle. All the time, borrow me money, give me money, give me money. I don't, Uncle Patrick, Joe, I don't understand it.
Yeah. You know, people don't get it. Woman will always be a woman, a man will always be a woman. It has nothing to do with money. You know, I emphasized that day. Your wife can be a billionaire, but giving her $100 goes a long way. People don't get it. He just wants to act as a man. You know, even in America, for example, you know, when your children, we have grown-up children, when they're even in school and they ask them to bring money, they will come to dad, they ask her to bring $20. So you can't, those are periods that they don't need your card. They want money from, and their mother will say, go and meet your mom, your dad. It's not as if the mom doesn't have it. Yes. My child will say, let's go to ATM. I'll just go to ATM, get money there. So this sister, don't let me digress. This our sister. People have said a lot. Number one thing, Auntie B, I'm looking at it from different angle.
Yes, sir.
Let the family know.
They know already. They know.
Very good.
Around 16 years. No, everybody knows.
Yes. You know, no, I don't mean, I mean close family
They
friends
all
in
know,
Nigeria.
Uncle
Yes.
Patrick. They know. His family know. Her family knows. Everybody knows.
Yes. Very good, they know. What is more important right now is that lady's mental health. I keep saying it. And
Yes,
you know,
sir.
the man involved, I don't know who he is. You know, I don't know what the man can do, both in Nigeria, both in everywhere. Like people had advised her, she's in a better position to make a perfect decision. She knows the man very well. And you know, I'm not, you know, the way, like, normally the way pastor will advise people is going to be different from the way a lawyer will advise people. People
Yes,
often
sir.
say it's good that it's different totally. So this lady, she's the one that it knows where the shoe is pinching her. She knows everything. I'm glad that the family know they are involved. Yes. But let her take care of herself before it's too late. And the people have talked about the children. You know, at this level, our prayer is that our children will be greater than us. And
Amen. Amen.
so, and we are our children role model.
Absolutely.
So if that man cannot say you'll be greater than me, so because this man has not done anything, this one they are talking saying that's why I'm weighing that word as a good father and children loves him. Love him for what? Just because he's their father? Yes. Just because mommy has been the
He
one
stays, no,
providing.
because he stays home. You know, he stays home more. He's always home. And mommy goes to work.
Uncle Ben, Auntie B, the children might say it's their mother that is at fault.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you said the children, they have 3 adults. Is the woman closer to the children and say, this is what we are going through?
So,
At the level.
let me explain that. At a point, because he's always at home, he started saying negative things about her to the children. The children started reacting, you know, started being rude and disrespectful. She said that she had to sit the children down, the adult ones that could understand, to explain to them that because she's hiding everything from them about being the provider and the one carrying on this load, children will not understand why mommy is not always
I knew. Yeah.
So she had to tell them that I'm the one paying everything. The reason why I'm not home is because I have to work, or you will not have clothes on your back. You will not have food to eat. The rent will not be paid. The landlord will chase us out of this house. Yeah.
Yeah, there are a lot of men like that in the abroad. And it's all about pride and laziness.
I don't understand it, Uncle Patrick. I try, but do you think this marriage can be salvaged? Is there anything to salvage in this?
If it's a thought has to be salvaged, the woman has to take care of herself first.
Okay, I hear that.
Yes, you can't, no. Water and
Oil.
what oil cannot be together.
Mhm.
No. All that's yeah. A woman needs somebody that will be there for you now. What will a woman Auntie be over talking about security?
Mhm.
The children have all gone now. You know what I mean? The children have all gone out. So is he
Thank you,
gonna?
sir.
You don't even know the man is himself. The man travel. Like people are insinuating. You don't know what he does when he travel. You don't know what he's gonna do to you. It's not by being together.
It will never change. I know that one already. Yeah. There's no change. Yeah. There's
Yeah,
no change.
the woman should take a drastic action, like they say. Call the man. Let them talk. Yes, let
You
them
say he
talk.
doesn't walk. Someone that said nobody can make me walk.
Yes,
No,
now,
nobody
but
can force me to walk.
Auntie B, let them talk and let the woman take action. Yeah, let the man take action. You know, I say there are a lot of things. I told you about a case that they had issue, husband and a wife. The trouble was so much for the man. The man slumped in court and crying now. Inside court.
Yeah.
So one has to be very
Sometimes
careful.
separation. Yeah. You need
Yes.
to separate first to get your sanity to be okay.
And B, they've separated. This man is even a lawyer. This man moved to Nigeria, came back. Inside court, the man slump and cry. When the woman they say, I will show you. You know what I mean? So one has to be very careful. We are just saying this, and that's what I'm saying. It involves life. Let the woman relax. Do you think it's easy going to work in abroad, doing 10 hours, coming home, doing all
Doing
those
other
things?
things. Yeah.
So it's not a little thing that we are talking about. Let the woman relax her mind. Let her relax her mind so she'll be able to think of what to do next, which is very important.
Okay,
Let
sir.
her take all the advice we've given. Let her relax, settle herself.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate you, Uncle Patrick. Eshe gone you.
Yes, so we need important husband. Oh, that will be your next book. Oh.
Yes, sir. And you need to write a book about your experience too. I'm here for you, sir.
Yes, I will, by God's grace. Thank you for
Because
encouraging
when
me.
I saw what you wrote that day, it seems like the start of a book. Honestly, you need to start it, Uncle Patrick. I'll hold
Yes,
your hand by the
I
grace of
will.
God.
Even my wife have been telling me, so this
Yeah, you
man.
need to write a book. You have enough experience to write a book. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my sister.
Have a good evening. I love to auntie. Thank you, sir. Yeah. So those of you who have not gotten Imported Wives, this is our book. Oh, we wrote a book. Oh, it's called Imported Wives. It's on Amazon. Ola has been dropping hints on how to get it. It's only $20 and $10, $9.99 for the Kindle. If you want to do the Kindle, it's on Amazon. If I've ever impacted, if you are learning anything from today's show, and all the 1,000 and so shows and videos I've done here, please get one. We're trying to make it a bestseller. We need 1,000 people to buy a copy to make it a bestseller. We have 100 and 200. We had 100. I don't know how to call the number. 100 and 200. What they call it? 120 or 120 subscribers. Please get yours on Amazon. Yeah. And let's make this a bestseller. Okay, you. Let me come to you. We are rounding up now. We're going to round up at 2 hours, 30 minutes. By His grace.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Let's go. Hello, darling.
Hey, Auntie B. Hello, Auntie B.
My brother.
I bet make una no verse before the next person talk. Make I quickly give una one rundown on this book. I've been on the page all day and I'm checking. We have just 5 reviews so far. Chidima has reviewed. Desi, he don't drop our own review.
Desi was the first, and Antonia.
Yes. Somebody, Tonia, he don't drop review.
Tonia,
please.
Yes.
We need reviews, please. My brother has been selling books on Amazon now for 7 good years. And what makes it, that is what he does. He don't get any other job. My papa, my mama, the same papa, mama bonus. Reviews are what sells books on Amazon. So please, let's go there and drop a review. A job.
Thank you.
So I will
Thank
be giving special shout out to everybody that did the review. Okay, no verse at B. Mona, continue.
I know, Vers. Thank you. Janet, please get your copy. The link is in the comment section. Get your copy. And when you finish reading, leave a review. Thank you so much. Are you there?
I'm here today. Good evening.
All
I'm
right,
going to get
darling.
my business. I already told you. So I just want to talk to the lady since she's listening. And I was listening to you as well when you mentioned that she said her husband is a good father.
Yeah.
And that goes to show that she still doesn't understand the situation she is in. So she's refusing to accept the fact that that man is not a good man, let alone a good father. How can a good father talk to your children about, say, negative things to your children that will make them become rude to you and think that you're the bad person in that marriage? He's not a good man. So she needs to realize that. And the fact that she still sees him as a good man shows me that she may not be ready yet to take action based upon what people have told her on this show. She's still in denial. And one thing with people like this is they need to get to that point where they then need to take action. No matter what we say today, she may not be ready to do it yet. And she may still be thinking, because this is someone that's done this for 16 years. So she may still be thinking that, oh, okay, maybe if I talk to him more, maybe he would change, maybe this and that. You know, you're still living in that denial that, oh, this is your life now and it's never going to change. So all I'm going to say to her is, as a health practitioner, she's a nurse. So she knows the impact. And you already told us that she suffered mental breakdown previously. I even thought about unaliving herself. If she's, oh, the children are going to miss their father, he's such a good man.
That's one of the biggest things she's thinking about.
She needs to listen to what I'm saying to her now. Those children are going to their life if you buy today. They will not even see you as that good woman that you are. You've saved them, you've catered to them, you've paid their house rent, their bills, every damn thing. They may not remember you like that. They would remember you as the woman that
as the parent that was not around. That was not around.
That was not around. So right now, you should be thinking about yourself, not about and they're not children. Why are we calling them children anyway? They're grown.
The children, yeah.
You know, so you should think about yourself, and eventually they would come back and realize that you're the woman that saved herself from the shackles of that demon that she ended up with. That you are alive today is because you stepped out of that marriage and said, no, this is it, I'm done. You've done so much for 16 years. And also, I need you to know that that man that you've been catering to hates you from the bottom of his heart. He has no regard for you, because no man that even likes somebody would see her struggle so much for so many years to provide for the family and provide for him. He does not like it. I can bet my last store that man has a family in Nigeria. He probably has one girl or two that he's doing things with. He does not care for you, and he takes your money and gives to those girls in Nigeria. It's very cheap to chase women in Nigeria. So he will take your money off you and give to somebody else. So imagine that. So again, people have advised you, take drastic actions and all that. I'm going to tell you a story I know of somebody that was in a similar situation as you, but not even up to 16 years. It was about 3 years, and she said, no, I'm done. And when the man went out of state for one silly business that never amounts to anything, she moved out of the house. Man came home and was wondering, what's going on? She said, no, tried to reach her on the phone, and she sent an email to say, this is it. We need to be separate. She didn't even go through all this talking to lawyers and all that. She first of all saved herself before she started making plans. And do you know, less than 1 month after, he got a job.
Yeah.
There was no one to cater to him. So
if he was a woman that has a strong mind, it's even to leave him with the children. Yes, leave him with the children. Let's see if he will not feed them when he don't have good food.
He will step up. It's because you've been carrying him like a baby. Why are you carrying a grown adult, for Christ's sake? For 16 solid years, you have done your bit, you have tried. And I applaud you for trying. But it's time for you to take care of yourself, because if anything happens to you today, nobody's going to remember all this hard work you've put in. Nobody's going to remember it. That is all I have to say. Honestly, she needs to think about herself, and she should not even think about what the man is going to say, because already he's gaslighting you, telling children negative things about you and all that.
Telling his
Do not
friends
even
that
think
she's a
about
nurse.
it.
This is what they do. They sleep around when they are nurses.
Exactly. So they will say, do not pay him no mind. Don't think about what he's saying, because it's just coming from an evil person, and you know who you are. So take care of yourself and protect yourself for your children. At the end of the day, whether they understand it now or not, they would understand in future. That is all I have to say, Auntie B.
Thank you, my darling. I really appreciate you. You kept to the time. Oh, all these obodooyinbo people. You people are very, very, very organized. Straight to the point. So, guys, thank you so much. I hope you are enjoying the discussion so far. It's not just, we're not doing fun things and this is real people. These are real lives. And, when I started, if you joined us from the beginning, you saw how I struggled. It was really difficult for me. I was practically tearing up inside, because in my mind, I'm like, oh my God, this is another diaspora marriage that's about to crash. What can we do? I even asked Man of Prestige. I even asked him backstage. I was talking to him. I said, is there a way we can salvage this? Is there? Oh my God. Ola, are you there?
Yeah,
Welcome.
can you hear me?
Thank you so much for your patience. I know you are very, very busy. I appreciate you for being here.
No problem. Can you hear me? You can hear me,
Yes,
right?
hearing you. Yes.
Okay. Wow. I mean, a lot of people have said a lot too. I don't even know where to start from.
Can this be
But
saved? Is there hope to save this marriage?
well, that leads me to the question: can he change? Right. So now, if we all agree that she's possibly she has enabled for so long, then it now leads me to another question: can she change
No,
that
I don't think
enabling?
so. He's used to this lifestyle. He said he cannot walk. Nobody can force him to walk.
No. So my last question is that we're asking if he can change, right? It's highly unlikely he won't change, right?
Yeah.
But then she has also been enabling it, right?
Yeah.
Can
Yeah.
she change? Can she change this enablement behavior?
I think she's tired now. Yeah. Yeah. She
Okay.
can change. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Because
I
that's
think
why she came
she's
to you,
come to
right?
her.
And
Yeah.
she's asking.
She's come to
Uh-huh.
her. She herself has hit rock bottom, and she's
Rock bottom.
some
Exactly. So
bottom. Gong, gong, gong. Oh, she's in her rock bottom now. Gong, gong, gong.
precisely. So if the only way people change in life is when they hit some type of rock bottom, right? Another way we can describe that is that people change when they experience pain or pleasure or relief. In other words, they are running away from some type of pain, right? Or they are gravitating towards some kind of pleasure or relief. These are the things that make people change. So when
Yeah.
you look at 16 years, there's a lot of habits that had created the dynamic for him to be behaving in that way, that made it conducive for him to continue to behave in that way. So unless something shakes that up, he's not going to change, right? And we cannot control another human being to change, right? We can only control ourselves. So we can make a choice to continue to be part of that conducive environment for him or remove yourself. Now, removing yourself doesn't have to be a permanent thing,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it has to be something big enough to create that change, right? And if it has to become a permanent thing, then so be it, because obviously she's not happy, right? So it's a layer by
Yeah.
Uncle Beno is right. She has not told us everything. It's not because she didn't want to tell us everything. It's because she's probably not capable of telling us everything. She can only tell her story.
Yeah.
But she can't tell us the detail of everything that led to that. I'll give you just a possible example. Was this guy an entrepreneur in the beginning?
So I had some kind of small time business before they relocated 21 years ago in Nigeria.
You see,
It
exactly.
wasn't a big
So,
business, just something that he was doing.
but something that I was getting by. So, majority of entrepreneurs will never make it. I hate to say it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Majority of entrepreneurs will never
Mm-hmm.
make profit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. In fact, they will fail within their first. Most businesses fail within their first 5 years of business.
Mm-hmm.
And when they are scrambling throughout the years, trying to make, I can relate personally because I'm an entrepreneur myself.
Yeah.
When they are scrambling and they're trying to make it like that, they don't necessarily see the time going that fast. They
Yeah.
want the result faster, but they also have a dream, they have a vision, right? And like I said, the odds are against them. And when you are dragging another person along, like a wife and children and family, it becomes very, very unfair, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're
Mm-hmm.
not listening to them. Then it is
Mm-hmm.
also very difficult for an entrepreneur to listen to somebody outside of the vision that he has,
Mm-hmm.
But if he's going to lose something that's major to him, he might listen. It's not even guaranteed because he might say, hey, this is my life mission. Do what you have to do. So guess what? She has to do what she has to do.
Yeah.
So the first thing right now, I would say definitely she need to take care of herself. You don't even have to
Mm-hmm.
tell me that you've tried to unalive yourself before I tell you you need to take care of yourself. You need
Mm-hmm.
to start now. The best time is in the beginning, but the next best time is now. You start taking care of yourself, and that means sometimes you have to remove yourself from from any environment that's not conducive for your mental health, because everything else follows the mental health.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have said a lot of things that are quite detailed. I wouldn't be that detailed with something I'm not like that. I don't know all the way, But I can appreciate everybody's point. I think we can all agree here that we feel some level of empathy for her. It's sad that somebody will feel stuck in a situation like that for so long. But 16 years, I'll tell you like this: you can look at 16 years two ways. First way is that that's a long time, right? But if she doesn't do something today, you will find out that that's a very, very short time. Another 16 years will go by and she will be in that same situation. So she needs to do something starting immediately. Because 16 years is not
Mm-hmm.
that. 16 years to Kojalo,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
just like that. And how many 16 years is in one person's lifetime? You know, you just
Mm-hmm.
miss out on life. So
Mm-hmm.
can he change?
No.
He's definitely not going to change if you sit down there, because there's no reason for him to change, right?
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
if you move, if you move, it's not because you want him to change, it's because you need to take care of yourself. That's the reason why you must move. When I say move, I'm not talking physically or anything like that, but you need to move your butt off of wherever you've been comfortable that
Mm-hmm.
enabled him for that long.
Mm-hmm.
So if that may physically or emotionally, whatever it is, she needs to do something that will shake him at his core. It's not going to be, he's going to, like right now, even if you tell him to his face that, hey, I'm going to move on, he's not going to believe it because it's been 16 years.
Yeah.
So he's not going to believe you unless you do something about this, you know? So, but again, she needs, I'm glad she's talking to you. Let's just take
Mm-hmm.
it that way. Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you. Initially, when we've had conversations, over time, it's not just now. And I did try to see if counseling can work. I suggested coming to talk to you, Ola. But there's been many interventions. How can you is it possible to get somebody from being, so lazy? I mean, this level of laziness, because initially I was thinking, is it depressed? Sometimes when you worked like, men that you guys that, you've done different things, you've worked, you've done businesses, and at a point, when God forbid things are not working, it can affect you mentally. So I was looking at it from those lenses that is it going through because things are not working, businesses is not working, is it depressed? But I now see that it's a pattern. It's not just, at this point, it's now when, no, this is being his pattern for
So
16 years.
to be, it's going to be all of those things. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's going to be
Mm,
all of those things. There's a phase between me and my wife. There's actually a phase that she swear that I was depressed. I don't argue with that. I probably was. But
Yes.
because I'm so engaged in this vision that I'm going after, right? I couldn't see it that way. You understand what I'm saying? Remember, everybody's observing, she's observing him from the outside, right?
Yeah.
So of course she has the right to interpret it for what it is. But it's
Mm-hmm.
going to be every one of those single things. But when you look at the life of an entrepreneur in general, which again, like I said, most of them are confused lots, right? If you look at their life, it's going to be confusion, it's going to be depression, it's going to be, oh, I'm so sure right now they're going to be promise you, they will even borrow money from you,
Yeah.
right? When you were saying credit capital, I said, you don't know what you don't know. Sometimes you destroy your credit in the midst of this.
This
Pe-
entrepreneurial spirit. So,
yeah, yeah,
there's something that Uncle Ernest said that really, really resonated with me. He said that when he was listening to Dr. Charles Apoti, he said, as a man, you need to, I think as a human being, you need to keep reinventing yourself.
exactly.
The
That
danger
was
is
major.
if you
That
stay in
was
one
major.
spot. So he will go
Yes,
and do all this training. He say, oh, I'm doing cybersecurity. Let me go and do training. He will do courses, 6 months, 1 year.
I can't tell you when I fell on my face, I smashed my face, right? Because mommy ni pé nǹkan bàjẹ́ pátápátá,
Yeah, I
right?
understand. You
I
lost money,
started
business failed.
I
Yeah.
love, yeah. I started to, because I have a computer engineering, I have master's degree, engineering management. So even to the people around me could make sense, right? Because I've done the Lord's work, right? And then he starts taking on certification. And then this person said it is cyber security today. This other person said it is product ownership today. This other person said you have to go and do cloud. All these different IT, different things. There's a space of confusion, right? It can even be because your wife is trying to encourage you to do this. You see, in the midst of trying to do all of those things, you end up being super confused. So it's going to take a lot of work to actually, when you say learn and relearn and unlearn, right? You
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
literally unlearn all those things and bring it back to basics and find out what that core thing that you're really good at, that you find passion and focus in on it. Now that's going to take time.
How did you get yourself out of it when in quotes that your wife Lola was saying that you were depressed? How did you get yourself out of that stage? What did you do?
Everything had to crumble. Everything had to
Hmm.
crumble.
The
So
risk of losing your
that's where
family, do
that's
you
where my
think
rock
that will
bottom
get
theory came from.
the rock bottom? I mean, the risk of losing your family, if he
Mhm.
knows that there's a risk of this marriage ending now, do you think that will maybe jolt him to say, okay, now all this
It
certification
actually
I
has
have,
to
let
end.
me find a job?
It actually has to
Auntie
end, Auntie B.
B.
Uncle Beno?
It actually has to end. And again, ending is oftentimes new beginnings, right?
Yes,
A lot of people are
yes.
scared of ends, right? But
Mm-hmm.
you actually have to end it. It has to end. That's why we have two anniversaries with me and my wife. That's why we have two anniversaries. It has to end completely. If it doesn't end, kò ní gbọ́, ṣé àwọn kan tá à ń pè ní coconut egg.
Mm.
It won't, because there's no real thing for him to point at as in this is a possibility. The only possibility he knows is that you will continue to be there
She
for another
said
15
that,
years.
it's like he doesn't have any original, like he never has any original thought or original plan. If this person will now come and say, this is what they want to do, that's what he wants to do now. 6 months later, another person will come and say, this is what they are into. He now switch. This is what about this one that you just, I mean, how can somebody do Uber? If you fail at Uber, Uber.
I don't want to lose this one. She needs to decide what she wants to do.
Okay.
She needs to decide. Uber
I mean,
and
these
all of
are
that is
basic
fun.
things that people do when they are trying to figure out what they want to do. Like I said, I know people that successfully do Uber. Me, I don't look down any honest job. But you've done it and you couldn't do it. You've done security, you left, you say, hey, and you cannot stand. What is me?
It's a
Man of
complicated
prestige.
thing, and
Maybe
she needs to decide what she needs to do. It's going to be super difficult. She needs to stop worrying about him. She needs to decide what she wants to do. If he belongs there, everything will realign back up the way it's supposed to be. But the only thing she can control right now is her
it's
to
herself, yeah.
decide what she wants to do. Now, even the ordinary getting her to decide what she wants to do is a process on its own.
Yeah.
You understand? That's why when people go through my program, Auntie B, the first 25% of it is about the person. And it's a
Mm.
very difficult thing because oftentimes they want to bring up their partner. They want to bring up their partner. Say, no, this is
No,
about you.
you focus
There's
on
something
you.
about
Yeah.
you that made this comfortable for you for 16 years. You might say you've been complaining, you might say all these different things, but no, somehow you're still here 16 years later.
I mean, this is not too. Our my baby girl here did Uber part time and used it to build house for her parents in Nigeria. I remember you telling us that story. Not too. You were working and doing Uber part time in New Jersey or New York. You are in New York, and you use it to build house in Nigeria. How can you do Uber full time? Okay, now I'm gonna go spiritual. Uncle Beno, please, you people should not tell me to go spiritual.
Auntie B, spiritual self na small level. We go even go like cloud 10 now. You know that South African pastor wey say we want rapture. That man need to be raptured. That man need to be raptured. We need to blow that man out of this planet.
Thank you for making me laugh. Honestly, Oroyi, do me, because she's such a, oh my God. I say a woman that has patience for 16 years. They don't make them like this again. Gen Z on the fake bow.
That woman,
Gen Z.
I think the auntie is kind of naive and she's a good woman. I won't take anything away from her. She's a good woman. And that man sabi play her. Something just tells me that that man is using her to sustain another family in Nigeria. If she threaten him, she's leaving the marriage today. I know she'll say the man go shake too much because that man also sounds like somebody who has a job he's doing either online and he hid it from the wife. Many of them are like that. Once they has a job that they can do online and they get like 2,500.
No, he doesn't have any. I say he cannot pay his mobile phone bill. Which kind of job? The job does not pay mobile phone bill. Do you know how cheap mobile phone bill is in Nigeria, in the UK? You can get a contract for as low as £10 a month. You can't pay it.
Is this man in UK or US?
UK, our UK.
Okay. Auntie B, Sissy know they this show because Sissy go come for me when I see this one now.
Sissy is just jumping, and as about to end, you know, Sissy, I don't want your wahala. Sissy, this evening, please. I'm emotional.
Auntie B, I've told Sissy before.
Uncle Ben,
You guys in UK, you are from a different planet. Una think they fear us, even when we the US. We are scared of you people in UK at times.
No, UK. You know the problem. Let me tell you another thing, another part of it that we didn't dive into. The UK has a socialist system, you know. So if you are low income people, they can give you benefits. They pay what they call what's it called? They pay what they call child benefits. Do you understand? And unfortunately, some of our people, this is the thing, like it has ruined them. Let me tell you something. This money, which Oyibo people set up, is British people that set it up for their people. But you know our people now, we want to use it because we think it's free money. But it is something that gets you caught up in a kind of a trap.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
You will eat, but you will never get out of poverty. You will never own anything. You will be below the poverty line until by the time you realize it, you are 60 years old. That's another thing that happens to people in this part of the world. Our people go abuse that system. Benefit, benefit, not.
Yeah, you have to be super intentional to get out of the welfare system. If especially when kids are involved. Yeah, it's a very comfortable place for a lot of people.
It's very comfortable.
Yeah.
It's very, very comfortable.
But it's dangerous. You'll be stagnant.
And the children will grow up. By the time the children grow up, you're not getting it anymore. They only pay it to a certain age. When the children are 18, they stop. And in England, now they don't even pay it because a group of people, the Asians, one family, they can have like 6, 7, 8 children.
Auntie B, we call them Kokoye.
Nígbà tó sún wọn níbí báyìí, wọ́n ní only 2 children now. If you have more than 2 children, no more. They changed the law.
No, here you can have 15. They'll take care of all of them. You just be stuck in, in this ghetto. That's all.
Sisi, Uncle Beno says she wants to say something and is afraid of you. Why is Uncle Beno afraid of you?
I wonder, sweet as I am. How are you, Auntie B?
Hi, Cece.
Are you terrorizing my Uncle Beno?
Hi, Uncle. Hi,
Yes,
Ola.
Auntie B.
Auntie
She's always
B.
putting me on chokehold.
Me? Is it me or is it Abby? I think
Abby's
I've
here.
handed the torch over to
Abby
Abby.
Reform, they are
It's
here
not me.
tonight. Abby's here.
It's
Abby with
not
her
me.
soft, she and her tiny voice, she and
Yo, small by
Cindy.
mighty. That's the
Very
real
tiny
madam
voice.
thing.
Some of my sorrow by dear no man sorting one.
Auntie B, I won't be our Gen Z ni won o. I can only imagine make her be Auntie B, make her be go marry this guy man. We say he wants to die in butt for only 2 months. He no
It
go
can
work.
never be.
Abby will
Abby
never.
go
I want
finger.
Gen Z. They don't tolerate nonsense.
I'm telling you.
If you do anyhow, you go see anyhow with Gen Z. Okay, let's round up.
Yes. So I don't know how. So this story is triggering to me because it reminds me of my childhood. I don't think I've shared that on this platform. So let me be vulnerable and share. My mom,
bless you.
yeah.
Bless
So
you.
my mom was married to a man who was my stepfather, right? And for as long as I can remember, this man never worked a single day up to today. Up to today, he has never worked. He has never contributed financially to the household. The same, I think it triggered me when you said that he was sitting down the kids and telling them how the mom is bad, how the mom is this, how the mom is that is exactly my stepdad. That's the BS he used to do. My mom was working 3 jobs, maybe even 4 at one time, right? Because my parents came here as refugees, right, when the war broke out in Uganda. So they emigrated here, they left everything. My mom was a teacher, had a very good job in like a university, all this kind of thing, educated, has a degree, everything, good family. And when they moved here, obviously they had to start from ground zero. Fine.
Yeah.
Everybody's finding their way. And I remember she was doing like when you come, you're working under somebody's name, you don't have papers, the country's still trying to get you your indefinite leave, all these kind of things, you're still not really in the system properly. We're just manage. I think even then I don't think they were giving benefits, maybe just something very, very little. So obviously my mom doing what she had to do, she found jobs through other people that had come. My mom was working as a, what do they call it, chambermaid, people that clean hotels at that time. She would finish one job, go to another job, go to another job, go to another job. I remember because I was young then and I was the one looking after my brother and sister. God forbid that happens now, right? My brother and sister are like 5-6 years apart. So I remember growing up that this man never worked. But one thing he was good at looking after us as kids. I mean, in terms of looking after the children, he would stay home with us. He would do all the things in the house. He was very handy and he was very clean. He was like a neat freak, right?
He's like this man. They say it's clean too.
Oh yeah, up to now, his house is spotless. He would have things orderly. But he never worked. And I used to see like, okay, why is it that my mom would wake up like 4 a.m, prepare breakfast from him, being the dutiful wife, and we're Ugandan, by the way. We're not Nigerian. Being the dutiful wife, wake up at 4, prepare his breakfast, pack it on the table so that when he wake up, he doesn't even have to make tea. Everything is in the teapot, right? We'll go to school and we'll come home. Mom is not back yet. Then I think maybe the job she had like a break in between. She would come and then she would maybe do homework with us. And then as she puts us to bed, well, I'd help my brother and sister go to bed. My mom would go for a night job. And this man would just be sat at home doing nothing. So for years growing up, I just thought it was normal, right? Until I grew up and realized that, okay, this, like, how come my dad doesn't work? Or, I don't see. And then the more I got older, they started having their problems. Eventually, the house that my mom paid bills for, bought everything inside that house, my mom paid for. Everything. When they decided to, I think eventually they had a problem and my mom had to leave the house, she left with us as kids like in the middle of the night. I don't know what happened, but I just remember we woke up in the night and we had to leave. And my mom literally packed a suitcase and took her parents' pictures, because that's the only picture she has of her parents that have passed. And we literally had a bag and we went to my aunt and my uncle's house that lived not far. And this man stayed in the house that my mom paid for, that my mom bought furniture in, that my mom gave him money to buy clothes for, didn't contribute a dime. And on top of that, because the problem started when my mom decided to go back to university. That's when the problem started. So when my mom decided to go back to university to study, to get another degree so that she could stop doing all these menial jobs. By then she had already got like maybe her stay then. So she wanted to go back to school, retrain, maybe go back into teaching. But obviously the system of the UK, right?
Yeah.
This man had a problem with it. He started to resent my mom. He started to sabotage all her efforts. But slowly but surely, by God's grace, my mom did everything, got her degree, qualified as a teacher again in the country. Again, did this man do anything? He did nothing. He never worked, didn't do part-time, didn't do Uber. Okay, Uber wasn't there, even taxi driving, nothing. He stayed home, bitched, complained, found problem. Then he started saying, oh, it's because my mom is having an affair. That's why my mom is out of the house. He would sit me, my brother, my sister down. Then I was maybe 9. He would sit my brother and sister that are like 4, 5, say, oh, look at the time your mom is coming back. Oh, you know, your mom is not a good woman. Look how she's leaving you children. Yeah, it's only me that's taking care of you. Can you see how your mom is? And my brother and sister are very young, very impressionable, right? Of course, like this lady, they see the dad all the time, but they don't realize that it's because this man is a lazy MF. He's making your mom work 4 jobs.
Yeah,
so you
to
can sit
to
down,
pay the bills, so you can
pay
have
the bills.
electricity and gas.
Do you understand? But being young kids, they wouldn't understand that. So at a point, I think I told my mom, like, oh, you know, why is daddy saying these things about you? I wasn't comfortable. I have a mouth then. I wasn't comfortable. So I told my mom. From then, he didn't like me. So he stopped me joining these private meetings that he would have. I'm laughing because I don't want to cry. But he would have these secret meetings with my brother and sister and be feeding them this poison against a woman that is trying her best. And the saddest thing is my mom is the youngest of 9 children, and all her siblings stayed back in Uganda, right? And my mom was this black tax that we talk about.
Yeah,
It's my mom that carried
them.
She carried that black tax on her back for the whole family, Auntie B. Just one person. And my mom then was maybe in her she was in her mid 20s or maybe 30s, early 30s, right? Carrying the financial burden for a man who, by the way, my stepdad is twice her age, looking after 3 young children in a country where you don't have any family to support with. You don't have a husband that is supportive. You have a husband that is it's basically your op. A man that is happy for you to struggle and suffer, yet he sits your children down and tells them crap about you.
I see why you cannot tolerate struggle love. You saw it.
Oh,
I've
Sissy, I want to hug you right now.
Right?
So sorry, Mama.
I have seen it. I've said this before that there was a lot. My mom tried her best, but honestly, she did her best. But it's not possible to do everything as somebody on one income in a country where you don't have support. Your man is not supporting you. And then now that I'm older, I understand also the emotional vacuum that my mom had. So there was a period where I didn't like her because I thought, oh, she's not always present, but she was going through a lot. Emotionally, probably, not physically. This man never beats. No, he's not a beater. Emotionally, now that I understand, I'm a woman, I've had my own kids, I've had my own heartbreaks and certain situations, you understand things better. You can put yourself in that woman's shoe. So when she said, oh, her kids, the father sits them down and he tells them all this crap about her, and the kids, even they don't like their mom, it's crazy because I've been there. I used to think like, oh, what is my mom doing? Like, she's never here, you know.
Yeah.
But one thing my mom did, she was very present. She did homework with us. She made sure that we were in bed. She made sure we were clean. We looked good, even though our clothes were from the market or secondhand. It didn't matter. She always made sure we were well presented, you know. And she was always had a smile on her face. If you meet my mom, she's the life and soul of the party. You would never know that she was going through all this crap that she was going through, right? And I say that to say that eventually, do you know what this man did? He kicked my mom out of her house. Okay.
Because that's what they do in Africa.
He kicked my mom out of her house. And to be fair, I think my mom had come to a point where she just thought, you know what? F this. Let me leave. My mom started from ground zero. We moved into temporary accommodation in this UK. We were literally like homeless because my stepdad decided to stay in our house, frustrate my mom, and my mom said, you know what? F it. Have the house, have everything here. I just want my kids. I want the picture of my parents, and I'm done. And we left. We had to live in temporary accommodation in B&B. That's how I was living like at 13 in this country, by the way, from hotel to hotel, one or two nights all across London until we got temporary accommodation. So I say this to say that sometimes you'll be thinking, oh, I'm staying for my kids. Oh, I'm doing this for you're not doing it. Please stop using that bloody excuse. As a child of parents that did this crap, stop using that excuse of your children. Your kids can see the facade that you and your husband are putting on. Maybe the kids don't like the mom at the moment because they are pissed that you don't have a backbone to stand up for yourself. That's my angle with my mom at the time. When I started to get a bit older, to understand that you're doing all of this man is not supporting you, I was annoyed at my mom because you deserve better than this.
Yeah.
Do something about it. And then we were ended up kicked out of our house that you're paying for, and we became homeless. Because of what? Because you said that you were
and he sat there by himself while the children were out.
He stayed in that house. We left.
How did he pay the rent if he's not working?
He was eventually evicted from the house, so he had to leave, of course. He became homeless.
He couldn't keep it.
He couldn't keep it, of course. He's never paid a bill in his life, you know? So I just feel like, and then up to today, he still doesn't do anything. And you know what? He's now with a new woman that he's probably leeching off.
Yeah,
so this type of men, they will never change.
They will always find a woman. You know, she said something is interesting that you mentioned that when she now looks back at his family, all his brothers, it seems like this is their lifestyle. That's why I was saying, is this not a generational curse? So the brothers are all in their second and third marriages, and it is all their wives that carry them financially.
Oh yeah, and this my stepdad. All the money that I think then maybe he was maybe now that I look at it, maybe he was getting some benefit for himself. I don't know, because through the money that my mom hustled, you know, my mom managed to like build a house back home. You know, like the family home. She built like some properties. My mom got a much better job. She was making her own money, and she was not supporting him anymore. But there was a point when she was, and this man would be like so entitled. Oh, I need money to send to my family.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I need money to do this
all the time. Yeah, borrow me money.
When we went to Uganda, I think when we were like maybe a certain age, this man had a whole house that he had built. He had like a dam that he was doing a fishing business from.
Wow. From not working.
From all my mom's money.
From your mom's
he
money.
was
that
using.
She was giving him.
Right?
She was not only paying the bills, she was also sponsoring him.
All of this, she didn't know. She only knew this when they eventually separated. None of this she did. She wasn't aware of any of this. So when you say that, oh, this man is going to Nigeria, he's pretending he doesn't have money to buy for bullshit. He has money. He just doesn't see the value in giving you the money, because why should he? You've been supporting him all along. Continue supporting him. He has money. the day that you will leave this guy, you will see that this guy has a whole life that you never knew about. He's very comfortable, but he's been comfortable building himself off your back. And that to me is not a man that loves you. He's not a man that cares about you. Even the kids that you say he loves his kids, he doesn't love his kids. He's just using them as a pawn to manipulate the situation in his favor, to get the kids on his side so that it can emotionally keep you tied in the relationship. Oh, I don't want to leave because of my kids. Oh, my kids, that, you know, the father's turning them against me. If I leave now, leave the kids. Do you know when my mom left, my brother and sister, because my dad had done a number on them, they ended up staying to live with him. Can you imagine? Yeah. They ended up staying at one point. They ended up saying, "Oh, they don't want to leave him because he made himself
because
the
they see him
victim."
as the good.
No,
He
he made himself the victim. Oh, all the story. Only God knows the story that we've never really sat down and talked about it. But the stories that he told them, they were like, "Oh, we felt sorry for him. He was by himself. He doesn't have anybody." All these boohoo stories, right?
Yeah,
When
they're always the victim.
When my sister and my brother started working, what did he do? Did he not start using them as his mule?
Of course.
His financial mule. The money, small money that the EMA back in the day you used to get for kids.
Yeah.
My brother was getting that money. He will ask, he needs that money to buy stuff in the house. Yet he's collecting benefits. So it just goes to show that eventually the kids that you think, oh, they're loving him. When he's ready to start using them, and they'll be the ones that will start funding his lifestyle, they'll realize that you're not the bad person. So if the kids want to stay with him, leave the kids with him. Look after yourself. The moral of the story, eventually when my mom left, today my mom is happy. My mom travels. My mom has her own money, does what she wants to do. I always joke about it, like, Mom, I need you to find a partner. My mom's like, please. I don't need any man in my life. Okay? My mom turned 60 and she is happy. Very happy, very content with her life. She doesn't need a man. She doesn't need a man to be weighing her down, suffering, making her work like a donkey. She works when she wants to work. She takes time when she wants to take time. She holidays when she wants to. She does what she wants to at her own pace. And we are very fine. And up to today, my brother and sister, they don't even speak to their dad again. I don't speak to him. I have no relationship with him. And he's still somewhere leeching off another woman. So to this lady, please think about yourself. Your life is more important. If you're gone tomorrow, your kids will be fine. They'll miss you. They'll move on.
Absolutely.
My husband will move on. All he'll do is acquire all the things that you've accumulated throughout the years, and he'll move a new woman, and trust me, he will pamper the hell out of that woman. That's just the truth. So do with that what you will. And that's why today I said I will never support any bloody guy. So when I say that, and Uncle Ben says, "Oh, see, I'm not."
Yeah, it's your experience. Yeah, I understand now. Yeah, I'm
not doing it.
Perspective is reality. Yeah, we have that perspective now. I see exactly why you feel that way. Yeah.
So that's my story, a bit of my story, but I've been that child in that type of relationship, and it was very painful. And it took. I have done a lot of work on myself. I still have my days. Don't get me wrong, but that's the residue of this type of environment. You know, so think about your kids and think about their future. Think about yourself above any of that, and just be good for yourself. That's what I beg. I just beg her just to do that. You know.
Thank you so much. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for being vulnerable, Sissy. We love you.
Welcome.
We're all sending you virtual hugs. I wish I can give you a big hug now.
Don't worry. We're seeing you soon. When are you announcing your book launch, Auntie B?
My book launch is on the 18th of October. Who wants to come? Send me a DM on Instagram.
Yes.
Yeah, we have very limited spot. I've mentioned it a few times, but I keep forgetting. Okay. Yeah, we're sending you, all your real farmers sending you love. Uncle Beno, you now see why Sissy doesn't tolerate any.
I can't. And I'm blessed that the man
No. Sissy. You see? Sissy, I'm hugging you, Mama. Now I understand why you don't do struggle.
It's
love.
trauma. It's trauma.
It's struggle love.
No, I can't.
This kid doesn't have any patience. I remember the first
can't.
time I was talking about this struggle love, she was not happy with me at all. She was
I
not.
can't.
Now I understand.
Yeah, no.
Pele. It is
No.
well.
Oh, we love you,
Thank you, my
Sissy.
darling.
Thank
We love
you.
you.
And
Thank
Sissy,
you
look
for
at
the
it
time.
now. See how you turn out. You are a beautiful, successful lady. Even though you give me bad balls, but I always love you anyway, Sissy. Don't worry, God is good. More
All the
blessing will
time.
come your way.
Amen.
All right, my sister. Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, Sissy. Yeah, perspective is reality. Now we have that perspective. And until you know
Nice,
someone's
nice one,
story,
nice one.
yeah, you
Yeah.
never know. She saw that. So my sister listening.
That's some of these things goes from generation to generation to generation. And when the scripture talks about to the fourth generation, a lot of people don't know that it's simple stuff like this. What your children are looking at as you're
Yeah.
actually living your life. And how you handle crisis too, how you handle if you find yourself inside of misery, how do you move, how do you decide, how do you make decisions. Your children are watching that, and a lot of people don't realize that. They think they can cover it from them, but what you're
No.
covering from them is what you say. They are actually watching your behavior.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you so much. Abby, welcome, my
Auntie,
darling. How are
good evening,
you?
ma. I'm fine, thank you. I'll be very quick because I know I came in late. I did come in earlier, but I had to
Yeah,
leave.
I saw you. Yeah, I
Good
did see
evening,
you.
Uncle Ben. Good evening, Sissy. Good evening, Uncle Ola, MOP. Good evening, everybody.
Hi, Abby.
Welcome, Abby.
Thank you, Auntie B. Okay, I wanted to say quickly that first of all, I dislike the narrative that someone is a good father. I think if you're going to be a good father but a bad husband, I feel like if you're going to be a good father, one of the things your kids needs to see is that you're a good husband to their mom. I would say that that's one of the first things. You can't be a good father and be a terrible husband. I don't agree with that narrative. But what I came here to actually say is that from everything I've gathered, you've answered a couple of my questions as well that I asked in the chat. Everything that I've gathered, I think there's an underlying issue, and I'm very concerned about the way forward. Especially because she keeps talking about unaliving herself and stuff
But that
like
was in the past. No, she's all right
okay,
now.
so she's okay now. Okay.
Yeah, that was the
Um,
first she had someone to talk to.
Okay, so now she has someone to talk to. Okay, that's fine. I think because, like you said, she was running from a home where there was DV. And I feel like in lots of situations, which is why sometimes it's tough with women and having to leave certain marriages. What people don't understand is that sometimes they can't go back home because home is even worse from their perspective. And I believe that there might have been some grooming issues, which is why this woman seems a bit more stuck.
Yeah.
So it's easy for us to say choose yourself, but it's a very mental thing. It's not that she can't leave. She doesn't know how to, even if she's of age and should be able to make those moves. I think there's a lot going on. Dare I even say something along the lines of even Stockholm syndrome, because she might not even understand what emotional abuse is. She might
Financial abuse as well.
financial as well. Yeah, she might not understand. And think about it, if we do the math, this is someone that has been there since she was 18, 19, running away from something. So for her, this was her savior. Her savior has turned out to be the complete opposite. He was meant to carry her from that terrible situation, and he hasn't. So this has turned out terrible for her, especially from where she came from as a child. This woman does not know where to turn to. That's the major issue. I heard you say you don't even know if you had to send her to Oncola. I think that she needs a lot more help than we realize. It's not just about leaving. She can't do that without her psyche changing, especially because this lady has gone through this all her life.
Yep.
We do the math. She had this in her childhood. She now became a teenager. Most of us, I'm 28 as to be, and I go out with my friends. I go on holiday. I have a life that even when I get married, I'm not going to feel like I'm missing out on anything. I know myself.
You know
I'm
yourself.
know
Yeah.
myself.
You've come
This
to
woman,
understand yourself as a woman.
thank you, ma'am. This woman has gone from an abusive parents, household with her parents, not, and she's gone from that to this husband that has done all of these things. And all she's done, if you have that number of kids, is have children. That's all she so this woman does not know her own value for herself. How can you leave or choose yourself when you don't know your value? So, Auntie B, I'm just here. I don't know if anyone said this, but I'm just here to say that she needs more help than we think, more than advice of you need to leave, you need to choose yourself. She doesn't know how to choose herself. You can't choose yourself when you don't know yourself. All she's done is be a witness to a terrible marriage with her family, with her parents, and then married a man that did not carry her the way he was supposed to. A man that was supposed to save her, especially with that age gap, and he did not save her. And then the next thing now, she's had children and children and children. She's never been for herself. She's been for everybody else but herself. How can she choose herself now? She can't. So we're advising her. I don't know what, I don't know the way for. I'm not here to offer solutions because I don't know, but I'm here because I heard you talk about Uncle Lan. She actually needs a lot more than you just need to choose yourself. She doesn't know how to choose herself.
Okay. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my darling.
Baby of the house.
Abby. Uncle Beno's daughters. Well done, my dear.
Thank you, bye. Good night.
Have you ordered imported wives?
Oh,
I'm waiting
yes.
for you.
Oh, I have.
You have?
I will post about it next week. I mistakenly
right,
sent it to my Manchester address, and I'm in London at the moment. That's
right,
why I haven't posted any content of it, but I will post next week.
I trust you. Thank you. Uncle
Thank you,
Beno's tribe. Thank you, my darling.
Auntie B,
Abby.
that's our Gen Z. Our Gen Z going head the hot.
Oh, King Bawa. They don't have
borrow.
I love Gen Z and millennials. I love them because they don't have time for. If you do anyhow with Gen Z, you go see anyhow.
Auntie B, they are from a different planet completely.
They are
different planet.
They don't even want to hear. Before
it is them that I leave Uncle Beno for. Once Uncle Beno go 2 sentences, I just keep quiet.
Uncle Beno, I'm sure they shaped Uncle Beno in ways that even him does not understand because I okay. Just try anyhow, you will see. Uncle Francis, we are about to end though. You are back, sir.
Yes.
Okay, sir. 2 minutes.
Just quickly, you keep asking 2 questions. Can this marriage?
Yes, because
can
it survive? Yeah.
I would say yes or no. As long as the woman is still in that house and financially supporting him, the man is not going to change.
Okay.
It's not going to change. It's not going to change. And I had the feeling he has another wife in Nigeria. He has another wife in Nigeria. So
that's fine. I think at this point, I don't think he even knows how to change, to be honest. I don't think he too. I think he's stuck. He doesn't know how to change. I don't think he knows how to change. I think he's confused. He's middle-aged now. And this man is stuck. He finds himself in a place where he's wasted over 21 years, not planning, being complacent, and now he's middle-aged now and thinking, okay, what am I going to do? And then there's an element of ego and pride there where he feels, oh, I can't do this job. Oh, where am I going to start from? At this stage, I need to do this. So he will go and do all this IT training, but he doesn't want to start from beginners. He wants the big top, the ones that have been in cybersecurity for years. He wants their top job. From where to where now? He who must run, you must first learn how to crawl. It doesn't happen like that. Okay, let's end this. Uncle Beno, 2 minutes. Let's end this. Let's bring it home because we've done almost 3. And I haven't done 3-hour show for a long time.
I know, Auntie B, this one get us B. And thank you for doing this because I believe a lot of people would have learned from today's show. Like I always said, there are many people who are going through many of the stories you share on your platform that they are learning from it, even though they are not yet at that point when they can contact you or come on the show to tell their side of the story. So please, Auntie B, continue to do what you are doing. God is using you to bring light to so many homes. And as far as today's topic is concerned, the man that is in this situation, as well as other men who might become lazy and just watch their wife work and feed them and their children. Let me say this, and this is not Auntie B that is saying it. It is me, Uncle Beno, that I'm saying it. That woman supposed to leave your ass for as soon as maybe even 13 years ago. You are there 16, she supposed don't leave you after 3 years that you are doing nothing. And to other sisters that are hearing right now, me, I'm a consequentialist. I will always say this: no man deserves to be lazy. No man supposed to be lazy. No man supposed.
No human being should be lazy.
Maybe make I restrict that to my gender ni, because
No,
I
no
can't.
human being. There's no food for lazy man or woman, my brother. No human being should be
Exactly.
lazy, especially a man when you need to be honored and respected.
Exactly. So don't say, oh, it's obodooyinbo that say my wife should leave. Your wife supposed to have left you 13 years ago. So anybody who is still living with a man who is not pulling his weight, please check these things out. If that man has good degrees and is actively searching for a job, which you know, and while searching for that job, he's still doing something on the side to bring in at least some change, then you can say, okay, let me manage to carry the load for maybe 2-3 months. But if you know that this man is not bringing anything in, every day is a different story. Oh, I'm expecting this job, I'm expecting one interview, they will call me there tomorrow. And at the same time, bro seat is bought at home, he eats 3 square meal every day, he is watching football, everything, and you as a woman, you are going out to work. Auntie, best sorrow. Start thinking of a way out. No man supposed to fold himself while the wife is feeding him. Those are not men. Those are weapons fashioned against their wife. Thank you, Auntie B.
Uncle Beno, Eshe Gonyo, I really, really appreciate you, my brother. God bless you. Thank you. Keep doing you. Thank God for men like you. If not for people like you, kí la fẹ́ ṣe? Àwọn obìnrin nìkan tá bá jókòó sí bíbá yà sọ̀rọ̀. They will say, feminists ni wọ́n. They are breaking marriages. Thank God for the voices of men like you, Uncle Patrick, Uncle Francis, Uncle Emeka, Uncle Ernest. God bless you all. Man of prestige.
Ma, can you hear me?
Yes, my dear. I can hear you. What's
Okay,
your
so
final word to our sister
yes,
and possibly our brother too? Because I know I gone shame me at this stage alone. No, people
somebody
think
already
no.
said. Somebody already said. What did this person say? Somebody said you are defending him or something like that.
No, I'm not defending him, but I have empathy for him. That's the truth. Because I'm thinking, there's something seriously going on if a man can be so complacent for 16 long years. I'm not defending him.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking, there's something going on, but I can't dissect it. I can't diagnose it. I don't know what it is. Because laziness is a word that we can use, but I'm thinking, can it just be laziness?
No, it's
Can
not as
people be
simple as
lazy to this
it's
point?
not as simple. I can see the perception of laziness, but it's not that simple. You know, thinking of it as laziness is the easy way route out. It's like, oh, this guy is just lazy, Jerry, but it's a lot more complicated than that. You know, and that's the if you call it laziness, you're actually making it. She can start to sympathize with him and say, oftentimes some of my clients will be like, oh, no, it's not a bad guy, because they are thinking of things like laziness, like simple stuff,
Jenna say, why are you pitying him? He's evil.
Yeah, yeah,
Janet, calm
it's not.
down. Calm
But that's how
down.
it feels, and to be. That's how it feels. So if
I
imagine you
know. I
spend
know.
spend 15 to 20 years with her, and you
I
feel like
know.
your life has not moved anywhere. You probably
Yeah.
have numerous moments when you actually sympathize with him, or you were actually rooting for him, or you actually were doing the dream with him, but then you get to a space you're like, okay, this thing, collaboration loyal, and you're trying to, but it's not. It's
Fola
like,
said, wickedness ni destiny destroyer ni. What is
yeah,
big English? I'm a call. Some women they vex. Only destiny destroyer ni. Please don't confuse this woman again.
narcissism, grandeur,
Emma
illusion.
Binu, Emma
Yeah.
Binu, Emma
Unfortunately,
Binu.
unfortunately, the person we're trying to help today has been married to that person for 16 years. So it's not going to be as simple as calling names.
Is it about name calling? You know, sometimes, yeah, you can look at something objectively and try to see the cracks, the problem, and still have empathy for even the person that you think is causing someone pain. It's not
Yes,
impossible to have empathy for that person
and to
because
be when you
do you
say
think
empathy,
you
some
think he's
people,
happy with his life? You think he's happy where he is?
and when you say empathy, and to be some people, what they hear is sympathy. Those are two different
No,
things.
no.
You know,
I'm not
it's not
condoning what he's
sympathizing.
doing, but I'm trying to understand it, not giving him a pass. Obviously, never.
Right.
I will never give a pass
Yeah.
to such behavior. But I'm thinking there's
Yeah.
there's something behind that thing.
It's
Yeah,
something deeper, and that's not. And
yeah,
if it's something deeper, that's the reason why she should stop trying to save him. Do you understand what I'm
mm,
saying? If
yeah,
it's something deeper than laziness, she needs to stop trying to save him. So she'll be
yeah.
going back and forth in her mind. Like,
Mm,
Oko Aro Mini, Oko Yutu
mm,
Mini. You know, she'll be doing
mm.
that. And then sometimes
Baba
she would
àwọn
listen
ọmọ
to
mi,
us,
olówó orí
Baba
mi.
Wami. And then she would listen to us,
Ade
call him
Oremi. Yoruba
illusion,
has
and we are
some
going to
names that they used to keep women in this kind of bondage. They are meant to be names that glorify a husband, but they are not. Some men are not fit
yeah.
for those titles.
So people that say this guy has 50 kids in Nigeria, I agree with them. Okay. But I want to talk specifically to another guy. Okay. This guy is not a cheater. He doesn't have 50 kids in Nigeria, but he's a dreamer and he's not listening to his wife. You're going to lose your family. He's not a cheater. He's always in the house, as a matter of fact. In fact, he does everything correctly except this one part where the family is not moving forward and the woman is feeling stagnant. I want to talk to that guy. You're going to lose your family if you don't pick up yourself and do something about it. You know. So the person that has 50 kids in Nigeria is long gone, even better, right? But this other guy who thinks he's doing everything right and he thinks he's a good guy, and then he doesn't think he deserves that his wife will dump him. She will dump you.
She will.
She will dump you, and
She
you're
will.
going to
I
lose your
think she's
kids.
just
So
about. I think she's just
yeah,
about. Yeah. She didn't have the
yeah,
awareness for a long time, but she's there now.
yeah.
She's there now.
So Abby is absolutely right. She's not just going to do this because she snapped her finger and she suddenly decided this is not my husband. It's not going to happen that way. She needs
Okay.
support. The support is not to help her leave her marriage. That's not the point. The support
Mm.
is to save her from herself.
Yeah. Thank you so much, man of
One more
prestige.
thing I want to leave here. There are 3 steps to get
Mm.
Anti-B ranking and trending on Amazon.
Yes, we have a book. It's called Imported Wives. Please get your copy. I'm waiting for your reviews.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody
If
that has
you are
gotten
too
it.
if you are too broke, the Kindle is $10. Get the Kindle. We just need your review. See, every time your review climb that place, it's another 1,000 points of visibility, exposure, so we can help get it ranking and trending. And
Yeah.
as soon as possible, it's just $10. Before Anthony round, I'm going to drop off right now. I'll post the link again
Thank
in
you.
the chat.
Thank you, Diplomat.
Click
Thank you
on.
to everybody that has gotten it. We have 100 and 200, 120. I don't know how to call that number. Ola, how do they call the number of the subscribers I have?
Orders.
102
Oh,
subscribers.
120,000 subscribers. Okay.
120,000 subscribers. Yeah. 120,000. Yeah. Hey, Joe, we just need 1,000 people. Yeah. 1,000. So if you've not done it yet,
Yep.
yeah.
1,000 people. So we need 100 minimum 100 reviews in the next 2 weeks.
Hey, Joe, to
Minimum of 100 reviews. The reviews are a real signal. It's not just the fact that we read it. Actually, we don't care if you leave a negative review. Just leave a review, okay?
Okay.
But don't leave a negative review.
Do not leave me a negative review. Thank
but
you.
leave a review. Leave a review, please. A
Leave a review.
bonus step. Take a picture with the
And
book
send
as you are
to me.
receiving
Yeah,
it.
send to Uncle
And send
Beno,
it to
send
me.
to Man of Prestige. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
It will come to me.
All right.
Thank you so much. Ola
All right.
Oshegon, I know you are very
Take care.
busy. Oshegon,
All right.
may the Lord
Absolutely.
honor you. Thank you for always being there for me. Oshe, thank you very much. Yeah, Janet, calm down. I know you are pissed off. Calm down, calm down. I want to show you something. We'll keep talking. It's education. You guys, yeah, our level of patience. And I'm not supporting what he did. I know some of you are not happy with me, with my stand. I'm not supporting all this because I don't think it's right. I have empathy. Doesn't mean that you support. It's not sympathy. All right. Yeah, so this video, I saw it this morning. I want to play it before I leave. Dr. Shola did this video today, and this is what he had to say. It was almost like he was talking about this particular situation.
Some of you men, your wife is the one making money, and you are laid back. I drive Uber. I want to sell moto. I've shipped the moto to Nigeria. Moto lari to lo Nigeria, àrèrè, àròjú owó, àrèrè. Ṣé bó ṣe máa ṣe lọ́nà? Sórí obìnrin tí make owó tó bá kú pẹ́rẹ́. Àṣẹ mọ́tò, gbogbo èdè tó ṣe àṣẹ mọ́tò, tó lọ gbé mọ́tò ẹ̀ fún wọn ní Nàìjíríà. Táwọn girlfriend ẹ̀ ń wa mọ́tò káàkiri àdúgbò ní Ṣómólú. Tán bẹ́ẹ̀ wà, tán ba gbogbo mọ́pà ẹ̀ jẹ́, tí wọ́n ta mọ́tò sí òsì kankan mẹ́. Is that what you're going to continue to do? Oh, Robin, me, we're done. We're done. I say, Mato. I see them all the time. I just laugh. I say, Mato. I say, what do you want to say? Oh, I want to be shipping Mato to Nigeria. I want to ship a land that I don't know what. You know, your mail want to ship Mato to Nigeria. Your company local no what. I want to run a dealership. Nibo, Ibadan. I know I want to lower Ibadan. You may little low men Ibadan. You see a dealership Ibadan. But go motor you want to do ben. Also the Uber bay. You know what I'm saying? It's very funny. It's very, very funny when how some of the men just do. They just very lazy. Instead of going to work, they don't want to work. They just want the easy way to make money. Easy way to make money. And one day, two people will go to sleep and only one is going to wake up. One day, two people will go to. I'm telling you, only one's going to wake up. Only one will wake up. What's going to become of you? How are you going to cope with your life? Your wife is paying bills and you're happy. Oh God, don't let me go there. Men will hate me tonight. They will hate me this afternoon. Your wife is paying bills and you're happy.
21D is a team.
Okay, Shebi, we are talking of some Yoruba men. Abi, is Dr. Sholano a Yoruba man? That's why, you know, we're not generalizing because we know he's not everybody. All right, but talking now, it's almost like we had the conversation with him. No, I didn't. I just woke up this morning and saw this video. I saw it. It was addressing the same thing.
If I am you, I would want to take a security job. I work double shift. I tell myself, no, not in this life. I will go back to school and study IT. I say, no, not in this world. For my wife to be paying bills and I'm here sitting, am I a dead man? You see something wrong with me? Something me. Have they used my head? So semi-African. Someone I do in bad. Nibo no come, Mama, mama, roba, so my ballet, mo was where you me a pore, yore. At the area, Kugore, to me, leo, motide. We are going to get you, what come I get you? Yao, il a roba, so my ballet, il was scared, it's your Malay, your tail, be like yo. We realize getting dead, Domisa. My dead, Domi. We will see about dead, Domi at your polomi. You only marry car, get by line, me go. Can't say me, Mama, is it you're supposed to go and then look for a solution to your life? But you boy, Yoruba movie there. Just to do something for your life. Instead of you just sitting down there and then oh mama lodi kakiri. Lodi. L'America ló ti ń lodi. Ojú ò tí ilé ayé ẹ̀. Ojú ò tí ẹ̀. Ìyàwó ẹ̀ ń kọ́lé òǹjíṣò. Ojú ò dẹ̀ tí ẹ̀. I will go and take a security job and work double shift. I will go back to school and go do something. Call on magic carry non-conga. You know what I'm saying? Mine will say he's praying at home and sleep all day.
He's praying. He's praying.
He's praying. Praying for what? Praying for what? What's he praying for? What is he praying for? And you know the problem here? Some of you, they've studied you, some of you women, about kokuru to ni, somebody them have you pay bill until you die. Pastor, your pastor use scripture to deopoloy, your brain is not working again. Your brain is not working. A virtuous woman will build the home. A virtuous woman will build the home. And that's what is echoing in your brain. Baba, you ti rìṣẹ́ náà ni ọdún kẹrin rèé tí wọ́n ti ń wáṣẹ́. Èmi nìkan náà ni adé ń san bíìlì à ń san gbogbo ẹ̀. But God is good, sir. Jesus is Lord, hallelujah. Orí ẹ̀ ti gbálẹ̀. You are the one making the guy lazy. You're paying the bills. And you're saying, praise the Lord, hallelujah. Very funny. One woman, when I was in New York, to give testimony, I wanted to slap her face. She said, praise the Lord, hallelujah. Children of God, praise the Lord, hallelujah. Ó ti bí ọdún mẹ́fà tí bàbá yìí ò ti ṣiṣẹ́. Ṣùgbọ́n Ọlọ́run ń bá wa gbé bùkátà. Bí mo ṣe ń kúrò ní iṣẹ́ cookout náà ni mò ń lọ sí iṣẹ́ gbéyàgbéyà. Bí mo ṣe ń kúrò ní gbéyàgbéyà ni wọ́n bá tún pè mí pé àwọn máa fẹ́ ṣe agbálẹ̀ ọjà. Bí mo sáré lọ sí agbálẹ̀ ọjà ni.
I'm sorry if you don't understand Yoruba.
Tí mo fi sọ́wọ́ mi. Bí mo ṣe ń lọ lé báyìí ni wọ́n bá tún pè mí pé ṣé baby sitter ni mo ní baby sitter ni mí. Ní ìwọ́n bá wà baby sitter. Mo bá tún sáré lọ ọbẹ̀. Mo tún gba sílẹ̀ méjì sọ́wọ́. Nígbà tí màá rí délé bí aago kan lóru mo délé bàbá ìtì ẹ̀ ti sùn. Ní bàbá ṣé ẹ ti jẹun ní òun jẹun ní gbogbo oúnjẹ wa ìwà jẹ nǹkan òun náà láti dìde tó sì jẹ nǹkan tó jẹ nǹkan tán láti bọ́nú balùwẹ̀ nu láti ṣe kòlábò mọ́ra wọn. Olórí búburú ìwọ̀n ìyá ẹ̀ wọ́n fẹ́ fọ́ ẹni fọ́tí olóyìí àbí orí ẹ̀ ti yí ni. Nígbà tí wọ́n rí iṣẹ́ gbéyàgbéyà kí ló tó gbé ọkọ rẹ̀ pé kò lọ sí gbéyàgbéyà.
This is so funny. If you don't understand,
why didn't you call your husband to go and do the second job? And then you walked all around the place, the clock, you came back to the house. Oh my God.
What's this shagbeya? What's
and
that?
You're giving testimony. What kind of testimony is that? No, tell me what kind of testimony is that one? Who's supposed to listen to that kind of testimony and be happy? And then we're shouting praise the Lord, and we're all shouting hallelujah. You are chopping here. You are chopping here, and then you want us to shout hallelujah. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Tap up as your man calorie now. I gotta go. Nothing be me. Somebody tell me I'm not in London. Or else my type of five pad me. Mama five. Am I taking five pad me? Nothing be me.
Dr. Shala, Eshe, thank you very much. Thank you for always making it real. Yeah. Okay, that job is Beya. Fola, okay. I never heard that before. Me, Borio, Beya. So basically, for those of you who don't understand Yoruba, I'm sorry. He's talking about, men who are lazy, they don't work. Hola, Toby, can you hear me? Hello, darling. How are you? You okay? Yeah. Call me back in 10 minutes. I'm live. Cool. Love you. He's talking about men who are lazy and they don't work and everything. Yeah. Gracious Greatness is on Amazon. Okay. It's not on Waterstone or any other place. For now, it's only on Amazon. Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Shala. We appreciate you. You are doing a good job. You know that you are doing the work of the Lord because you tell men how it is. Sometimes I feel like if we women are saying it, it might not resonate. But when men like you, men like Uncle Patrick, Uncle Femo, MOP, Brother Beno that has 10 jobs. They say Brother Beno, Uncle Beno has 10 jobs. Maybe when you say it, sometimes we hope that it will resonate. Thank you very much, everybody. Yeah, I mean, she's listening, and I think a lot of people have spoken. We have over 15 people that have called in tonight. Yeah. Thank you very much for everything you said. Shola, I don't have time to deal with your stupid whatever that you're saying tonight. You know, don't get me upset. I've tried to be very understanding. We should hear from the man of why he couldn't walk because he's disabled, Abi. Why am I jumping to conclusion? We should hear from him. Shola, don't let me block you because I can block your whole destiny. I don't want it. I've been very, very, very empathetic. I don't need to hear from no goddamn person for 16 years. Whoa, don't get me upset. I tried to be very nice this evening. Don't provoke me. This men of this generation will get it right. For all my brothers, both biological and just by connecting with you, I pray for you. The Lord will establish you wherever you are. Whatever you lay your hand to do, the prayer I pray for my sons every day, I pray it for you. You will be the head. You will stand as a man, not just because you have bola, but because you are standing in place as a leader and as a king of your castle. You are not going to be a man that is just man alone and just carrying bola up and down. You're not going to be useless. You'll be useful. You'll be a role model to your generation. You'll be a man that is a man in all ramification. You will not be a disgrace. I pray for you today that your case will not be a case of God say I shouldn't work because of that. Pastors everywhere in the abroad work. Even people that have full-time ministry, they work because bills have got to be paid. You will not be lazy. You will not be laid back. Your glory, even if they take it, like Dr. Shala was saying jokingly, you will snatch it back. I pray that the Lord will give you back your glory. You will take your place in your families. And you will be established. When they say baale, they call you daddy wa, daddy wa. What you used to be daddy wa, the Lord will give it to you. Please, if you're a man, listen to this. Oh, there is no honor for a man that is not pulling his weight. Oh, there is no honor. Women are helpmates. You are supposed to help. Don't live alone for a woman for 16 years. Don't. It is not your portion. There is no man that is trying. You are pulling your weight, except you have a devilish satanic wife. That's why she will say, okay, please. The Lord will give you what you need to be a husband and a man and an example to your sons and daughters. Your daughters will not attract lazy bum as husbands. They will not attract men who do not bring any value. May the Lord help you. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate everybody that's called in. Thank you so much. I know I had to pull in, like personally send messages to people to please come and help us. And all of you that have honored and come into this studio tonight, the Lord will honor you. The Lord will increase you. The Lord will multiply you. Thank you so much. All of us that have sons, let us be praying for our sons every day. Our sons will not be mockery. They will be men of honor. They will be men of value. They will be men that will bring value. They will have dignity and they will take their place in their families and in this world. Eshegonyo. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. I love you guys very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I will see you very soon. Have a good evening. Have a good afternoon. Love you guys. Please give us a thumbs up. Buy your book from Amazon. It is available on Amazon. And yeah, just go to Amazon and just put in what's it called? Imported wives. You will see it is on all Amazon everywhere you go. Once you type imported wives, you will see it. The link is also in the description box. Have a good night. Love you guys. Have a good weekend. I love you guys. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. Oluyemi, I see you. God bless you. Thank you.